None.
In zero.
You go live in zero.
There.
That's look at that professionalism.
That's some great professionalism.
That's some great professionalism. See, I'm such a good host. I like it. Welcome to Real Talk is Cheap, Season 9, Episode 6, 96.
96, dude.
Whoa. Hey.
What does your tattoo say?
Fish. Back-to-back fish.
What does my tattoo say? Fish.
The reverse spooning of fish.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's where you can fart at each other and not in the face.
Shoot off those little, wafts of
fart
love.
in the back of the head.
Pink eye special. Cheaping real hard. What a week of cheap, hey?
Oh, well, it's been a pretty cheap week. I mean, yeah. I went for my first job interview.
Much at all. I've got to do some shopping though. Up, of course. Yeah.
I did a
feed the masses.
I've done a little bit. This week I saw a movie and I had a job interview, which is a different thing. I haven't had my first job interview in since 2022.
Some
couple
time.
Of years. Couple of years,
mate.
What are
you doing?
Back
I was
then,
working.
Failed all of them.
See, it's difficult to say you're employed when you own your own business.
It is weird.
Your company. Yeah, that's right. Because you're always employed. You're
always employed. And it is. I realised that during that phase.
And I like that way of thinking because it's always business.
It is it's always business. I stand on business, man. I'm always standing on business.
A wizard knows when he stands on business. That's it, brother. He's on top of it.
Yeah,
on top of that rock.
Yeah, I'm on top, mate. Delivering. I swear. But yeah, that was my last batch of interviews. I'm pretty sure I had, I'd say around 40, 50 interviews across a 6-month period. I managed to fuck every one of them up. That's pretty good. I mean, prior to that, if you recall that period of time, I think there was like another period of time, sort of more around the sort of 2000 and like when we were living in Return to Game and
back in the Gaythorne days.
Yeah, in the upstairs from the alcoves. And
people hated that name as a suburb name, Gaythorne.
Yeah. I went for interviews over a year and a half in like multiples.
I remember, man.
It was like 100, 200 plus. I don't even know. Failed all of them, every single one.
Yeah, I just hit up down the corner. Got that little PC rip-off job. Yeah,
well, that's right.
Cool, but
Well, you win. How did I win? What did I win? I won.
The World Games.
Oh, I suppose I did. Oh, huh.
Yeah, I put nothing in.
I just took one of my cities. I just ran it for like a couple. What does it give me? Diplomatic victory point.
Diplomatic victory point. +2 for tourism on every campus. +50. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Tourism for each stadium.
That will help me very much. I'm not very sure.
People wanting to visit.
So my estimates is that I have flubbed about 300 interviews in my life. My estimates, not a guarantee, not a guarantee, but around that number. It's been a wild journey.
It's all a learning process,
I've applied for and failed applications, but beyond the failed applications, I've totally that's I don't know if it's a record. Sometimes during like the 2022 phase.
Yeah.
Well, I would I was just having fun. I'd just go on there and apply for like 20 30 jobs a day, just high speed.
Yeah, well, you had to with the whole rock and roll thing and reporting and shit.
Oh, back then? No, I meant like more recently. But I mean, I can't remember. I used to remember how many jobs I applied for during that period back in that when you're talking about in like 2001. Holy fuck, it was a lot.
Because I had a few. All I was after was experience. Basically experience digging. I know I got paid fuck all for it, but just to gain the skills and the knowledge of what the product.
Gaining the skills is it's a genuine.
That was more important to me than the pay.
But I would that's fine. I think I want
Master of Sig, as they say it.
I think I want. Do I want an aerodrome?
Probably.
I've got a few.
I've got tanks now. Cool. I'm not going to build them.
No,
yet
I think I need.
It costs money. They cost monies. But I can build one in 4 turns, which is nice. 4-turn drone.
A 4-turn drone. Oh, what's right here?
3 gold.
Actually, you know what?
It's got a bombard. It's got a bombarding thing too.
I've got a bit of an encampment. Finally, get those encampments going, Si.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I am.
Build the fire.
And it has been like a pretty harrowing experience. And I always have these people in my life that be like, when maybe I'll mention that, like, oh yeah, I'm terrible. Oh, I can show you how to go. I'll teach you 2 hours, mate. You'll be smashing interviews. I was like, you have no fucking idea. That is not likely to happen. But people get quite convinced, and then and I haven't really had good information to be able to explain to them why that won't be true. Like, but it definitely won't be true. But now I can finally explain why it's true. And because in my interview that I went for this week, I completely dysregulated. So, and it's interesting. So normally when you're going out to a job interview, you might have a bit of nerves. You might be like, oh, well, now this is going to go. Who are they like?
Yeah.
What am I going to do right? I don't know. Did I can get the bit of food out of my teeth? All those kinds of things. And what's going to happen? And then, I didn't go to that much. I actually slept on the train most of the way. But so that's how relaxed I was. I just napped. But I did, I had a little ponder. It wasn't much. Honestly, it wasn't much. I walk there. I see the building. I suss it out. I'm like, fair enough. Person who greets me at the door, they're nice. I think, oh, that's nice. That's doable. Yeah, I can see how that works. And I just keep
have the calculations.
Yeah, it felt fine. It all felt fine. And so I Decent. And so then I was sitting in the foyer, just chilling.
Yeah.
And I went and grabbed a brochure or two. I was just reading them. I didn't have any real kind of feels going on. And I thought it was interesting because I thought they're taking a little long. Like they're being quite a stickler, if you may, on the whole where we're starting the interview at X time.
Putting the time boundary on it. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was like at a particular time, and they were not like appearing sooner than that time. Not one. Like they were going to wait. Which is fine. It's all fine. So then they came out, and you get that little bit of suddenly it's all like they're trying to I don't know, not jump you, but you're getting this. It's all a bit sudden. You don't know who they've never met her before. I had a good read off one of them. The other one I sort of probably felt was I could sense immediately, like I had the sense that they were a fairly neurotypical, like quite a neurotypical person. And I usually have like slight communications issues on sometimes, like on the initial until they know me or I know them well enough to be able to sort of communicate around their sort of weirdnesses.
Be able to navigate around it, yeah.
Yeah, maybe, but particularly if they're in a position where they can like, I guess, cause me harm in a certain way, which we'll get to. And so the first question they asked me and was, as I was saying, was going to, yes, I've got a lot of ships to move. Sorry, it's now my turn to be. So you realise I'm about to like smash Portugal. I'm just going to start hammering. We've got to get going.
Yeah,
we've got shit to do.
much building up. I've got to help. So there's a nice little fleet there. Look at the eye of the Sahara. There we go. That'd be a nice little spot to grab that one there.
Yeah, like I'm going to start getting some settlers over on the African Horn.
There's some very nice mineral, and there's diamantes down there too. Okay, that's some good stuff all in one location. Deer, horse, aluminium, stone, and diamonds plus copper. Yeah, something down there. It's going to be humongous.
Yeah. Difficulties.
Gaining well.
No difficulties. Okay, all right, sorted. So I guess, so they go in, and the first question they ask, and it was so interesting, right? This is not a bad question necessarily, but it was interesting how it panned out for me. They say, there's 4 seats around a coffee table, and they go, let's choose a seat, choose where you want to sit. And it immediately paralyzed me. And my brain was just like, this is a trap. Like they're tricking me. Like like if I don't answer the right chair, like then I've lost the job. It's a trick question. And so I'm trying to work out like which is the right chair. And so I'm thinking all these things.
Chair, that's it.
So I'm thinking all these things. I'm like, well, if I choose the chair over there, like away from the door, then that's actually a power position because you can see out the door, and that's probably the position like where an executive would sit, and so forth. But maybe over there, but then I'd have to walk around and have to sort of move the person out the way, and then would that be right? And then who would be there? But if I sit like where, like and then the person like ends up saying to me, oh well, I'm going to sit here, and then I said, well, I may as well just sit where I am since I don't have to move anywhere. Like so I just sat where I was.
Closest to? Or?
Well, just the chair I was right next to, I just sat there. Like, Now, maybe this kind of thing is actually a test, but maybe it's simply a decisiveness test. Like, can you just sit down? Or
can you take 2 chairs? Like, can you just pull 2 chairs
maybe
together?
2 chairs. Since there's only 2 of them, maybe I meant to have 2. Well, I should have grabbed them. I did consider rearranging the chairs.
Pull them together. Yeah, rearranging it so that they're sort of like facing each other.
Yeah. But I sort of like was like, and what are you going to do about NASCAR? What's your thoughts there?
Where's NASCAR? He's a bit of a pest, isn't he?
Well, he's there.
I could try and what can I do here? Let's see if I can do some bribery.
I don't know.
See if I could do a bit of bribery or something.
A bit of bribery thing. That one.
Oh no, I've got to be at a certain. Why is he going down? Hang on.
I might just have a little chat to Portugal before I. They've got 42 grievances against us.
Have they?
Apparently.
Oh, too bad. I'm sorry. This is a world takeover. We apologise in advance. There will be problems.
You're offering me a one-time agreement, open border.
Ooh. No.
Their offer is open borders for them. Like I can go into their space, and they just want like some sugar for 30 turns.
Oh, okay.
That would let me get right up next to them.
That's like a bit of a trade deal followed by a walloping.
Yes.
Right. Sounds quite fair.
Now I can just roam my ship straight into his universe and just see what's going on.
Hanging out.
These are my trade ships.
Yes, my well-armoured trade ships.
Trade ships. Just don't mind them.
Please don't be worrying about the heavily armoured trading ships.
Trading ships, yes.
I could go either way. I might just send someone in there to try and take it, or do the peaceful takeover by bribing with maximum little friends,
Oh, I know. No, you can just chill.
Hunza went very smoothly. Got to say that.
Oh, I see. I've got some of these troops up here.
Got my
get rid of this cloud
oil well
up here too.
on the go just here. Strategic oil well going well.
I like to bend in here, and we did one thing. So the rest of the interview, like I can't start it to fall apart. I won't go to the detail of every single question because I could, but I won't.
Would it be efficient? That's what we're asking.
No, it wouldn't be efficient. But it was interesting. I will give myself a few credit points. One of the credit points was that I was able to say. I think I said it kind of early on, and then I said actually in the what's that? Okay. That my weakness is that I sometimes like I answer I overcomplicate. Like because I have a lot of knowledge, I'll like sometimes answer things a bit more deeply than are required. So sometimes I'll take a little longer.
Yeah.
And at the end
processing.
of it, not really processing more. I mean, like I will, like instead of saying in my job, I answered the phone all day, and when we had a difficult customer, I spoke to the manager. That's the end of the answer. That's the answer, you know. And I don't have that answer. You know, I actually will kind of talk about like the process of difficulty and, you know, the nature of types of calls and then how that would be and how it would affect the person on the other end of the call and like a whole host of different things. Like I will go into like a whole thought process around, you know, what that is. And so yeah, I mean, but there was some funny ones, I got to say, because we got up to like the tech question, like, are you familiar with like different computer software? Yeah, and I just said all of them.
Yeah.
I said just all of it. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter what platform, all the tech, all the
fairly
things.
familiar with all of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then I started picking up things around the office. Like I was picking up brochures, going, I can make that, I can make this, I can do that. Like, you know, all
whichever program you've got or you're using,
Adobe Suite, I can make the things convert to that if you need things and link those. I can link everything and like, and they're just like, oh, all right, this is good. Like, I think that was kind of like I found that answer kind of entertaining for myself at least. I mean, probably once again, it didn't contain the keywords.
No, you didn't trigger them.
I didn't trigger them. They triggered me, but I didn't trigger them.
They triggered you plenty. That's right. Asking you to pick a chair and whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
and then
it would be far
special...
nicer if they're going, oh, here we go, this chair's for you, and then like indicated
or they
to
could
make
say,
it like less of a problem, you know.
Or maybe tell me that it's a test. Like not be lying. Like deception's a weird thing. Yeah, just go.
Adding the honesty to it.
Yeah, this is a decisiveness test.
But I mean, who's hiding, Si? You're not hiding. You're just being you.
Yeah, but other people are being them too, which is deceptive often. Like it's like there's a double motive. There's all these different motives and layers and shit going on. Now, if I have that kind of thing, like I guess like it could be complex, but let me see. I want to choose my own. Is there an advantage in choosing like other? There's no real benefit in choosing artifacts. Like I noticed if I choose one from another,
more other than just being able to collect them. Like
not really. Eh?
Yeah,
like barbarians.
It adds to your little collection.
Like, do I want to choose the winner from Semaphore or the barbarians? I think myself.
Prefer to be the victor. That's right. Good old Bologna.
And so I another World Congress.
Here we go.
Prohibits chopping or clearing of
features of chosen type. Okay.
Oh well.
Let's choose a type. Let's go all green and say woods. You're not chopping any wood down, are you?
No,
I create like a little, you know, special harvester of the wood, but I don't chop it down.
I'm gonna say rainforest myself.
Yeah. All right, we'll go rainforest.
No, I mean I thought the southern continent. You know.
Clearing features of the chosen type yields gold equal to the production and food. Okay, cool.
Then what's this? Select an outcome for this resolution. A government type gains a wild card policy. Losers. Oh yeah. Well, I'm in a democracy, so I don't want to do that.
How about someone who's still in a monarchy?
I reckon that.
Because that'll hurt and you know who. Government loses a wild card policy slot. If you're a monarchist.
Chosen player gets 2 diplomatic victory points. Well.
It's always going to be you, bro.
No, you. I love you.
Yeah, we're mates.
Montezina's got to, you know, got to do the thing.
Losers. Okay. I think that's an easy one. Is it? Hang on.
Oh, I never choose both. I'm quite thin on that.
Is it always going to be Cleo?
Oh, I didn't choose. I only chose who would win, not who would lose.
Oh, okay.
Because you uses up your points.
Diplomatic vote.
But
points.
here's one question I answered supremely well and fucked at the same time.
I've got to pick now. It's a bummer.
So in the interview, I've got the chief operating officer.
Yep.
And the office manager. Really different personalities, and of course, and so they. Look, this is so honest. I mean, so they go, you know, people often don't like this question. It's the question of like, you know.
Oh, the hard one, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when a trouble happened, you know, and how do you deal with a trouble?
Oh,
you know, like some kind of failure or trouble happens, you know, how do you deal with the situation?
Some resolution to the
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't actually mind those questions because I don't mind failing. Failing and figuring shit out's fine by me. And wow.
Well, we established that, you know, you can't just always win. You've got to fail for it to, you know, mean something.
Democracy. I haven't got a digital democracy. So I ask, quite honestly, because I think about the job, right? And I think, well, this job is like answering calls. It could be like, you know, it's just vulnerable people. That could mean like, you know, what kind of failure are they talking about? Like it could be a failure where someone's like, I want to die. You know what I mean? And then it's like, and you kind of, you know, and then you like don't get it right, and then they like fall dead on the phone line. What do? You know, that's a failure. So I was thinking that would be a failure. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe they were talking about have I been in a scenario where someone's wanted to kill themselves on the phone.
You know, the helpline is to help and keep people going.
Yeah, but you mightn't realize, and you might accidentally just say the wrong thing. You didn't quite work it out, and then they kill themselves on the phone. Like, and how do you deal with that? Like, so that's what I was thinking, right? And so I thought, well, I better not answer it that way. I'd better just get some scoping here. So I asked could they please scope the question, because, you know, I wasn't too sure which way that might
respond to it.
Yeah, like because of the various kinds of failure that could be possible. And some of them I would not. I'd have to say with that. Well, I've never really dealt with that, but this is how I would deal with it. You know, like if it was like, what if you had someone go catastrophic and start saying they'd self-harm? You know, because you could escalate that very quickly by saying, well, I'm going to call the police on you. You know what I mean? Like there's a range of things that, you know, could you, like if you just hold on the self-harm for a moment, like we have a self-harm specialist here who would love to speak to you.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that, maybe, I don't know.
That's it. Be able to put someone onto, you know, someone who knows what they're doing.
You know, and then
you know.
I say, do we have that, and how do we, you know, do you have like a crisis process? And you know, there's steps, you know, and but they scope it, right? The COO scopes, and they say, oh, like let's say we've got a workshop happening, you know, and you know, and
Typical scenario. That's right.
Typical scenario. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then all the scenarios they gave were kind of related to failures in workshops, like, you know,
how can you fix my problems?
So I kind of, I'm like listening to the question. I'm like, oh,
what's your efficiency level of fixing my shit?
Well. So she says that, and she goes like, you know, like maybe the room that you get there, and the room, you know, the room hadn't been booked, and then you know you've got like you've got a whole big bunch of people and no room to go into, and I was like, oh, that's okay, yeah. Or like it's 12:30 and catering doesn't show up, and you were expecting it, and no catering showing up at 12:30. What do you do? What would you do? You know? And I was like, oh yeah, right. You know, I totally get it. And I said like, well, say for example, like so I gave an example because something which I have experienced, as opposed to those things which I sort of am not really to ever experience for reasons. And so I say to try and like give an example of where I would scope towards, you know, and I go such as like if I the keynote speaker for a conference suddenly calls me and they've missed their flight, you know, and they're like, no, not like that, like, you know, that's just a normal foible. People like, you know, that happens and people will accept that. I was like, oh, okay, so it must be more like an operational issue, like where you fucked up like an order or something didn't happen. And she's like, yeah, maybe like, and she goes, maybe like I was meant to order the catering and somehow like I was a bit busy and I forgot or something like that. And so I go,
or, you know, the whole, you know, I ordered it but I never double checked, and you know, so the failure's on my end because I
just go straight in. I said, this is a common problem in organizations that aren't used to actually like the running events. And and what you're doing is, what the organization clearly is doing is you're probably treating each one of your workshops as a discrete event. So it's like, we've got a workshop coming up in 2 weeks. Okay, I better book the things.
Yeah, well, that's what, you know, most of them would be thinking like.
Yeah, that's what most people tend to think like, right? And so I don't think like that though. But and so I go, and this is actually an organizational issue. And what you need to do is you fix that by realizing that hang on, I'm just going to play this with. Yeah, but what happens is that you realize is that it's not a discrete event, but you have a continuum event across the year. You should be actually organizing single source suppliers. Then I turn to the office manager. Surely you know when your workshops happen, and surely they're on a schedule. Oh, she said, like, they're completely scheduled. And do you know when they're going to happen next year?
Of course, why aren't they being completely booked? That's right.
Why aren't they being booked why aren't we just talking to a venue and booking the entire thing out for the whole period? You know, and then I'm like saying, like, then the caterer is then calling me, going,
exactly.
And I don't want the lunch turning up at 12:30. They'd best be bringing that in the fucking morning at 10:30. And I already know that the venue's got a kitchen, and I'm freaking, they know that the catering's going in there.
You know, waiting. That's it.
What's this? And I said, like, yeah, you're actually causing yourself an issue internally because you've now given yourself all these multiple points of failure. I just go into this whole description of how the whole fault unfolds. You know, how you're solving. You should be actually saving yourself money. You know, like doing relationships better. And by the end of the answer, I'm looking across at the CO, the operating officer, and I realize, oh fuck, like this is actually what I'm just completely.
You're untying some of her scenarios that have already happened.
Yes, and saying there's operational issues and a process problem that they should be.
Why aren't you doing your job properly, you silly woman?
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's it. How much money are you getting? You know what I mean?
Yeah, basically.
In this role,
and I'm just looking across at the interviewer.
Nepotism much?
And I was like, oh, this is both greatly successful and terrible at the same time. Like I've just walloped my interviewer. Embarrassment, you know.
Well, it happens, bro.
Well, I'm also correct. But they should also just
nothing wrong in the statements. That's right.
There's nothing wrong in the statements. Also, if you're actually a skilled manager or employer, you should be actually hiring at your level or above. You know, like so if someone's saying that to you, like, fuck me, I need that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe I'm a little taken aback because he's literally just like, you know,
tell me how to do my fucking job.
Yeah, but
obviously you need someone who needs to tell you how to do your job and in a nice way.
Well, and it just improves the situation. Who cares? Yeah. Like, who cares? Just do it better. Like that's fantastic opportunity. You know. So anyhow, I kind of noticed that. You know what I mean? Like a little late. Like basically at the end of the question, I kind of look at her face and she's kind of crestfallen. You know, like the special look. You know, the special like the hair goes flat.
I'm just completely out of ideas and I'm befuddled right now.
Oh, that was sad. I pity her. Like, and the reason why I pity her is because I'm sure ultimately, like across her primary, because what I guess is the scenario there is she's a bit overloaded, and on an operations level, she should be probably managing like HR, finance processes, and she's just had to take on things like booking, catering, and stuff.
Silly things like that's it.
Like, you know, and so it's actually really because she's an overloaded. No, she's in an overloaded scenario. Like, and I'll smash that for her in fucking 35 seconds.
I get that.
So I'm not there to like think that she's less. I just think that like I'm. You know, it sounds like I'm even more necessary. And so we continue through more disasters and me just over answering things and you know, slightly unstable and
trying to fit in.
Trying to fit in. Every time that I would notice they wouldn't write, I'd just get more and more paranoid and like stressed out. Like, oh fuck, I didn't say the keywords, or you know. And so we get to the end of the interview. I can't remember exactly. They sort of asked me something, and I go, oh yeah, I asked them about something else, and it wasn't really the kind of question I was looking for. But they kind of answered it all right. And then and I sort of said, oh yeah, I'd talked about that I'd looked at some other organisations and how I'd realised I don't know if that was a very smart move, which I just did then. These guys can wait.
Yep.
We'll just have a little bringing up of the friends, and oh nice. And and then she says this thing, which is sort of I kind of talk about this other. There was another organisation similar to theirs, which I had contacted as well, and because they had another job going out in a similar location, and it was a team leader role, and I thought, well, yeah, and I talked to them about it.
Probably a better thing to.
No, I didn't know that. It was I'd spoken to them first, so I had no idea whether it was better or not. I just spoke to them first, and anyway, what happened was and I said, but I found out the role was to be in a lion cub, sort of a lion suit, dancing at schools, and I
special activities, in furry suits,
in a fursuit, which I did actually say, oh cool, it'd be kind of fun to be a furry.
Oh, it could have been, yeah,
could have been, but it's not really me. I mean, being I don't know, I'm probably it'd be. I think that furries would overheat. I don't think I would like sweating that much. I
remember wearing the koala suit, mate. It's skinny, and I tell you, it was fucking hot.
Yeah, you did a koala suit.
Very hot.
Yeah, it's
ventilation required, man. Fucking over.
Yeah, no, I did a bowling pin.
That's what they should call it. Yeah,
I was the 10-pin bowling. I was like Mr. I was the 10-pin bowling man.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah.
You've always got to play a character. I like the koala because I get away with a lot of shit being the koala, Kenny.
You've told me a few things you got away with.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I know.
Probably. So we just yeah. And
leave that there.
Leave that where it is. So
bad Kenny.
Bad Kenny.
Bad touch Kenny. That's it.
So I got the impression somewhat through the interview. I might be very wrong, of course, but my read on the office manager was that they kind of thought he's pretty useful. He's a bit quirky. This is interesting how he's responding, but this would be pretty handy. Where the COO I think I got off on a bad start because I wasn't decisive.
I think you heard of Fifi's, bro.
And then I heard of Fifi's.
For me, you basically told her how to do her role, and she's probably really upset that she didn't think of that first.
I didn't get it. Because she was asking me the question, so I just answered it.
Man, you should have. You know what? When it comes to that crap, and you're telling people how to fix their business, you should be handing over a buck and bill, mate.
A bill.
They should be handing them consultancy fee for helping them with their business, and then noting down what it was that you did to help them. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's worth a couple $100. I mean, overall, the actual savings to the organisation over time could be thousands, but you've got to get an ROI. You've got to get an ROI on the consultancy. So I can't be charging thousands for something that they would only get thousands for. That's unreasonable. But
still helping.
So at the end, she says this thing when I say about the koala
finger
suit.
pointing a palm. That's right.
And she sort of has a little fight back, which is kind of cool. But she goes, something like this, when I say I'm probably not suited to being in a koala suit, or an animal suit.
Yeah.
She goes, well, at least we know the one thing that you're not good at. You know what I mean? Because a slap, as if I was just being maybe she thought I was bullshitting through the whole thing.
You know who likes her furries, right? It was pretty obvious. That's it. She's a furry lover.
She was, I see.
My husband used to do it, but now he wears this other uniform.
I didn't realise. I wasn't thinking quite straight there. I thought that she was just trying to have a little takedown on me, that I said she couldn't believe I was doing all these other things that I claimed I could do.
Yeah.
And so and also sometimes you don't figure that shit out. That's how it is. Now when am I going to make it? Oh, do I have I don't know what's going on here. I think a 1-turn settler. Well, you got to take that.
A gift.
And what have we got here? 19 to 20 and a 3-turn settler. Oh well, yes. I think I shall. And who we got up here?
Crispy bacon.
Crispy bacon. Snacks all round. It seems I've built everything.
He's got troops sitting right next to so have I. Sitting right next to the volcano, and it's exploding at the moment, so they're getting damaged.
So I guess... I accept her takedown at the end. And I go, I'll totally fuck this interview. And I leave, and I'm a bit... I walk out, and I go, that's usual. And what was good to say? And she said at the end, I've got 5 minutes to go to speak to the CEO, and I've got a call from 5 minutes. I said, well, hopefully I didn't go over the normal time that you had intended for this interview. As I said during the thing, often I will answer a question which you'd imagine would be 1 minute, and I'd answer that in 4. And so sometimes I will run over duration. I'm aware of that. It's one of my weaknesses in interview kind of processes. And but they didn't seem like she had a bit of a blank look on her face, and I didn't really get the impression that was necessarily I do want that. And so I go and I get on the train, and then I'm just like, oh man, because this is it could be my only chance to get into that industry. The only chance, the only valid chance. I'm very keen. It's really important for me to get into that industry. I think I've got a lot to offer, and a lot of passion to fucking make serious change. Most of the Cheep is around about speaking the unspeakable. Taking these fucking things away that remove the opportunities for fucking predators to thrive. And all this crap. And you've got to say the things that are hard. You've got to say hard things. anyhow, like I processed that. I spoke to, called a few friends just to like talk it through, have a think about it, and just be a bit morose, of my abject failure at fucking interviews. And then I woke up at 2:00 in the morning, and I was like, couldn't sleep until like 6 in the morning. I cancelled the gym, and then I like just kind of like, and I basically I did a little bit of doom scrolling, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm going to get the letter. Thank you for your application. While you interviewed very well, we have had such a high caliber of candidates. We have chosen someone else at this time. We will keep your things on file. This is how many interviews I've been for, right? And sometimes something else comes up, and we've been pleased to apply.
Modern day version of Dear John.
Dear fuck off.
Yeah, dear applicant, go
dear
fuck
applicant,
yourself.
go fuck yourself. Yeah. So and then I just like go, why? And then I realized I actually sit with this in a special, like a little self-reflective process, and I finally see it. I saw it through the interview, and I could piece it together. It has taken me so many times, man, and I finally got it. And it is that I essentially from my childhood and like my autism, like whatever it is, like, it's not, I don't necessarily know that I got like autism specifically, but like through trauma-based autism, like a trauma fucking related autism where you're like so hammered that your brain kind of reorganizes, in a non-standard format.
You have to gather your own.
You got a whole different mode of operating to survive. And
that's when we've talked about the whole, the special person, that comes in to do the dirty work. When it's necessary,
in the self.
The bad self can come out.
The multi-self comes in and sorts the shit.
Thing. That's it. Take care of beers.
Taking care of the beers.
Taking care of the motherfucking beers. Get skits on them, Si.
Well, I don't really want to get skits on people particularly.
I know it's not good. It's not a good. It's not way of being.
Satisfactory.
It's not a fun way of being.
So let's just have a quick look here. Amount of goal every turn for every district. Because some of these places are so underdeveloped, I'm gonna make another build up. That's what I'm gonna do here. Maybe I should know.
You got to do your dropping all the things, bud, because it assists so much. Getting everything that can be possibly mined or sorted. Actually, I should send that engineer down there to fix that freaking.
I might save
mine.
that
I've got the jade mine offline at the moment. There's another one up here, which is not around volcanoes, and oil too. It's very nice.
Yeah, we should purchase those 2 tiles.
Stoppages up here. I can bribe these.
And then we don't need anything like that at the moment, so that's okay. I could put an industrial zone over there though. I will need one, but a seaport adds food and housing, yes. So what I realized is that, especially in my earlier years, my primary kind of test, so basically an interview is a test.
Yeah, right? Of course.
And it's a blind test. You don't.
It's one, how to be thrown into the deep end and learning how to swim.
Yep.
And 2, learning the patterns of what they ask.
Yeah, what are they? The special.
What are the trigger and the special words?
The special words and asking.
Special fucking word, birds words.
And this is the test. Like, and it's funny. Like, if you have a mathematics test, like if you put like a maths test in front, that doesn't freak, or an English, any kind of actual like a paper test. No, I'm not really freaked out by that because I have all the information and I either know it or I don't know it. And I don't go into a tiz if I don't know it.
You're scared that you're just going to go move on to the next thing.
I don't know that when I move on.
Probably come back to it.
If I have a chance, I'll come back to it. And especially in interview context, if I didn't know, if I don't know something, I just go, I don't know. Like, I'm not neurotypical in that way where I try and fudge my way out of it. Like, I just, if I don't know, because if you don't, like, if I don't know something,
that's what you have to be, like, to succeed in being the drone.
There is that. Like, it is sad, but I get it.
It is very sad side, but that is the fact.
But I do. So I kind of realized that. So in this test environment, the blind test, and where you don't know the actual, you don't know the trick, the key, the clicky thing.
Well, you're unaware of it. You have to learn the trick.
Yeah, but you don't have time to learn it. You've got to get it right in one go. You got one chance.
But if you stick to the same field,
but
you learn what that field's questions are.
I don't even think that way. Like, okay, like if this is an admin role, I like know admin. Like I know admin. Like there's no.
I know you do, but you've managed plenty of things. That's right.
But I haven't admin their thing.
No, you don't know what their particular,
I don't know their
constraints or the operating mechanism is. That's correct.
So I'm into like I will see their thing. Now it'll have all these same things, but it is quite specific. I think per one. And they have particular policies.
It's more product orientated. That's the way you got to look at it. So really, the way I look at when I went for interviews, I would go and look at their business plan and their look at that shit, and then you know what the power words are, the keywords are from their little. Because they're in the fucking website side.
They're not.
They put the power words there because that's their mantra.
I can't remember. Their mantra.
You drop the mantra words and they're like, oh.
That's so fake.
It is, but it is a mechanism. Come on, Si, it's a mechanism.
I stalked you.
I've stalked you. I know everything about you. I'm coming in here. I'm going to creep up and I'm going to
creep up on you.
Say everything you want, like lull you into a little sense of security, and then all of a sudden you smell the hanky. You know what I mean?
Smell the hanky. I know, right?
Smell the hanky, bud.
I'm not doing that. Like I'm there, and so when I was young, my whole experience to test-based blind testing would be this. So my mother was very into homeschooling. Well, I went to all of the years of school, but prior to school, I'm talking like a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old. Right?
The learnings, that's it.
Yeah, youngling. Even like my mother would make me do things like I'd present with 2 toys.
The only way you could teach a youngling is with the stick.
The stick, the whipping stick too, not just your average.
Of course.
Especially the bendy.
It's highly motivated and extremely fucking absorbive. You know what I mean? Like it just absorb information like it's spaghetti sauce.
Energy is stored in information.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, I had the grey spaghetti, man. Like she'd get out the electric cord, the extension, and she'd roll that up in the cat of 6 electric cords, and then the flogging would begin. The special flogs.
That's it. Better than a pillowcase full of oranges, mate. I tell you, less bruising.
That'd be weird. That'd be gruesome. Did you have the pillowcase of oranges?
No, that's a prison thing. If you want to beat someone without
you're going to share with me some kind of interesting story.
No, that's not a nasty thing. That's something I heard, a rumor.
That is a pretty nasty thing.
Yeah, I imagine, man.
Like, I wouldn't say it's not nasty.
With the old-fashioned original fucking yellow pages, mate.
I'm pretty sure that's nasty. Just to clarify, just helping you out. It
wouldn't be pretty being whacked by an angry orange, I tell you. Pillowcase full of angry oranges.
You can pretty much assure yourself that that's nasty. Okay,
it will be pretty nasty. That's right. Rest assured.
Rest assured. Yeah. Don't worry about that. So
a long rest after they're beating the fuck out of you.
Yeah, and this was a repeated thing in my life. Basically, so sometimes it would be daily. Right? We would literally, like my mother would.
See, I got the bonus. I got the both sides, the duality. I got the love and the hate.
But that's confusing. When you've just got constant hate.
Totally, man. If you want to break a child, that's the best way to do it. Give them the love and the hate.
Yeah, no, I'd get the shit kicked out of me. Well, not like whipped out of me.
You just end up so confused. What do you want? You want to beat the shit out of me, or you want to hug me? You know what I mean? Like,
I
you
get
feel
sent to the room.
You know, you go to a guilt trip over
that, and I'd have to like sit there and lick my own wounds and heal my own sore. You know what I mean? There was no evidence of like that. There wasn't a bait and switch.
Yeah,
bait and switch.
That was what was so confusing to me. Like,
I just knew that everything was going to kill me. Like,
growing up,
I didn't have a confusion around that.
That whole bait and switch. You're like, you don't know who the enemy is because they're nice to you after they've finished beating the shit out of you. You know what I mean? Like, so you figure everybody's an enemy,
which is probably true.
And you love your enemy. Friends close, enemies closer.
Family close. Me very much. There's such lovingness.
But that's why I'm happy because like my siblings, I get along fairly well with all of them. Like there's no sibling rivalry. I know we teased each other as kids, but other than that, man, we sort of just accepted each other and said, do your own thing. Enjoy.
Do the thing.
Do your thing. When I get the chance to catch up and share all the stories, but otherwise it's just do the thing.
I got it. One more construction. Repair the water mill. Skip a turn and skip a turn and a turn. I think I might produce one more wave of ships.
Special sesh. Here we go. Religious emergency.
Has converted Lisbon to Shinto. Has converted to Catholicism. What? Each member, if the members complete all the objectives. I don't. What are the objectives? Keeping religious units in the target cities. No, I don't want to have anything to do with any of this.
They just know both.
Oh, you can do what you want. You're religious. I ain't had no time to be making religious. I'm Americans.
Let's go. Yeah.
Catastrophic level, like super interesting. Like I think that and I just never realized it my whole life. And as I say, like tests, I mean, I've had I remember when I was like in school and I'd have like I was in grade 4 or 5 or something, I was sent to an IQ test and because, whatever, they weren't sure what my TISM was. I probably couldn't work that out at the time. And
you excelled your R test.
I did. Well, part of the thing even with an IQ test is with an IQ test, you kind of actually have everything in front of you.
Yeah.
So once again, it's not a blind test. And so it's generally in my life, it's pretty
provided.
much interviews.
You just got to be a bit,
You just look at it and you go,
what do I do with these, these questions and answers?
So what I want to work out is if there's a way, if I ever interview again, to be able to ask for like a modified interview format, so I'm not terrorized by the interview. I don't know. That's my guess. That's what I think. I think like if I could do that, then I'd probably do very well. And I think the thing in there is where the challenge would be that normally in the sorts of ways I might consider being like what could be useful as a sort of a blind test would I think in most cases be considered cheating. As in like
firstly it's testing your ability to read. So
if I could read the form.
Yeah, if you're able to read what's on there or read the questions and provide an answer, then there's a certain level that you've achieved. You know what I mean? And even if it was just through random guess, you got a 200 IQ outward. I mean, essentially, what's it going to provide? That is probably the question.
I wonder if I don't know. Anyway, I sent them a letter, and it's kind of been interesting. So that's my story. I kind of wanted to put that into the Cheep because I think like the experience of it, especially for neurodiverse people, might be helpful. You know, like where that you're kind of freaking out and you don't know why, and you have and what happens in my life, like the amount of times I might have been whipped by my mother for maths questions, I'd say is actually less
to create reinforcement.
Well, yeah, but so the thing that created the traumatic experience, particularly around that, versus the amount of times that was then reinforced in my adulthood. Like the adult experience for me is actually much worse. Going to all those interviews and then failing them, then they all actually were forms of reinforcement of being punished, and And so it's like a continual.
Well, I'm converting NASCAR right now.
Okay, so you kind of got a CPTSD experience that spans decades, like, and no one even knew. Besides the fact, like, you know, besides the fact of you going into things
built in from youth. That's right.
Yeah, but besides the fact that in a lot of scenarios, like I'm describing, like the person, like emotionally, what am I going to build here? Ooh, well, I just have to build that then, don't I? That's just clearly what I need to build. But, you know, and there's all those other things, like where as a result of that, then I'm over answering the question and all that kind of stuff, trying to like, you know, frightenedly prove that I know the thing, and then instead of just being able to look at the three keywords and make a sentence out of it, you know, and then people who are in Australia, there's a bit of a curse in management where they don't understand the thing of hiring a level or above. You should hire people who are smarter than you and better than you. But then if you come over like
they feel intimidated by that.
Yeah, basically then I end up ultimately intimidating the person because I'm like info dumping on them.
Are they going to constantly try? They're in that. Are you going to snatch their role mode?
Yeah, and I am info dumping on them. Like I'm literally going into such a detail level that they just like spinning them out. You know, like an info dumper, like you do as an autism.
Am I supposed to know all this?
Yeah. So it's like I've actually put them in a really unfair situation. I can see many times like where I've like kind of outclassed the manager unintentionally. It wasn't my goal. I don't really even care. Like I literally don't care. And like my goal wouldn't even be to stay. Like they're the ones tripping on that maybe. But it wasn't even necessary because I'm doing right now. I'm info dumping. I'm being a fucking autistic person. You know.
Well, that's just so.
Yeah, it is. Sure.
Yeah, that's what you do, brother.
I know. So I kind of wanted to say this, even though you and I had a conversation around this previously in the week, but because to me, I think on the cheap and the things that are unsaid, that this kind of experience in an interview process for people who are divergent or have autism, which is a type of divergence, it could be valuable information to them. You know, like where you don't know the thing and then you start overdoing it and you like go into 40 fucking processes in your head and then the person across from the interview looks at it and goes,
rethinking.
Yeah, this person's a psycho. You know, like you're not. You're just
no, they're just heavily processing the information that you've given to them.
Weirdly enough, like if you were through that role, and I've always said this,
give them the time and they'll give you some amazing answers. That's right.
Don't interview me. If you just put me in the job, like literally within like 2 hours, I'd be completing it. You know.
Yeah. And you'd understand enough of the role to do it.
I'd be smashing it, and that like, and I just never get to show it because I flub it like and ruin everything before I even get a chance to start.
Self-sabotaging.
Yeah, I don't even mean to.
It's self-sabotaging.
It's total self-sabotaging. I have no idea.
Would you like a serving of self-sabotage with that?
Yeah.
One's own worst enemy. Stop being one's own worst enemy.
It's crazy, man.
Relax. Go along with the drone. Go along with the dronings.
I'm not. I can't.
Be the drone.
I can't.
Come on, think the drone.
I like this. There's no
think
way.
Conformity. Think. Follow what they put on the shiny screens for you.
There's no. I can't do that.
Be the follower. Send the hearts.
Send the hearts. Oh man, it's fucking.
Click
hilarious.
like and subscribe. Oh, there we go.
Like
I'm getting
subscribe.
now that we've got 54 fucking cheapers in our list. You know, that's not going to call the subs. We're going to have to call them cheapers. They're going to be cheapers.
The cheaper? The cheapest? No, I don't know. The cheaper.
Cheaper and cheapest. That's the way. It's based on a special monetary level where how many eggs you provide.
It's like it's an egg. It's an egg strategy.
Cheaper and cheapest. That's right. So you know, if you only provide a few eggs, then it's cheapest. If you provide a substantial amount, but not a great amount, then it's cheaper, and all the way through to cheap, like the max level is cheap.
Max,
yeah.
Now the stable is the way to tanks and shit, isn't it? Like versus the barracks, which is the way to infantry and shit. It's whacked there.
Super. Because what they do is when they come out, they get upgradable additions straight off the bat, instantly upgradable.
What do I need? Population of 10 or greater. This is taking so.
Now I don't think everyone.
I need somehow to like. Does anything help produce food? Do I have any other food booster? It's annoying. I don't want to get rid of it.
I watch my troops because, like I said, man, they sometimes get a bit.
Convert to coal power? No.
No, I'm just holding off from the whole electrical and creating pollution mode at the moment.
I've got a bit of.
I'm waiting for
some
tech.
level.
I've got oil powered. I can do oil.
Yeah, I'm doing
oil
powered. Yeah, I've got oil.
Oh, you have got oil. Okay, I'm going to start upgrading then. People
No,
want their lights
coal.
on.
No coal. Oil.
Yeah, I build it there. Then
plastics. I'm one turn away.
Yay!
One turn away from plastics.
I've got combined arms and environmentalism coming up next. 2 turns to a combined arms.
What is it?
Special destroyer around the aircraft carrier. I want to get a little aircraft carrier just sitting off the coast there, just being a bit threatening, you know. That's NASCAR.
You just wait till I get my aircraft carriers going.
I can levy all their military. Are they still attacking you, the NASCAR?
No, NASCAR's never attacked me. They were just in the way for a little bit. I think they've
I mean, I fully made them, a friend.
What happened in these last troops? Oh no, they're friends. They opened up
the barbarian wind dragon down the bottom here. So let's see if we can get them. Hire a helicopter. 700 coins. I think that sounds pretty good. Dunk, I'm hiring a helicopter.
Building the things. Let's see what's going on here. If I can buy this bit of land, I can buy the land.
Yes, expansion is important. Honey.
How many builds have I got left too?
We got that NASCAR Scout. He's just
it is.
paused
and fish it is.
Not going anywhere. Buy these.
Destruction it is.
Oh,
All right.
Meep. So good old Doom's been getting some meme value.
I like the meme value of Doom, hey? That's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It is very clever. Very clever, the meme value of Doom itself. I mean, it is one of those long-standing games, Si. Like, it's been around since DOT, hasn't it? Since the, Castle Wolfenstein days. As soon as those 3D FXs came out, it was on for young and old, wasn't it? The 3D FX back then was like, had the same core value as like a 2080 today. Like equivalent value.
Yeah.
You could run all the shit.
Funny you mention that, because fundamentally it is, do I attack Lisbon first? Do I attack the main capital? Smash the capital?
Yeah. Well, I think that dominance is important. That's why, when you're going to attack someone, you always attack the biggest player, and then you make sure you fuck that cunt up.
All right, I'll bring in troops. I'll bring everyone in. I might actually just reveal a little more
that's
first.
humiliation for the rest, because they have to move the capital.
They have to move it.
Yeah.
And you just come in and razz it.
That's the true dominance, that's it. We didn't want it anyway.
Yeah,
there it is on fire.
Yeah.
Now, next. Where does the capital move to?
Yeah,
next.
I'll just nip into...
They want to peace up with you real quick after that. They want to be best friends, and they never want to fight again.
I was going to try and get down into the Mediterranean a bit too. No, never mind. I didn't want to cause war. Oh, I see the Fezzer. Oh, I can get through there. Okay, let's chill out there. Maybe I should turn these into larger unit types. Yes, I think that's my next move actually. I'll reduce the amount of units down into I'm building up into the next level of from whatever it is, 3-star.
Talk to your doctor, get your drugs.
Oh, yeah.
You did really well with the nicotine acquired in the last couple of days.
Yourself?
No, myself, because I've got the vape tonight, so I'm not going outside to smoke.
I haven't got anything.
Didn't you send me a thing with the nicotine?
That wasn't for me.
Oh, okay.
That was someone in the house. I just was showing you someone in the house. I just gone to the doctor and got, I haven't done nicotine in years, man.
Good old Nickus Maximus.
Stupid bit in a joint I smoked once and I was like, fuck.
Angriness.
Oh, just like sickness. Not angriness, but like fucking
instant grinding of teeth. Instant grinding of teeth.
It's gross as fuck. I don't know.
Not happy jam. Yeah.
Nicotine is fucky. It is it really isn't pleasing, man. I mean, I get
messes with you. Yeah.
Oh, the thing about it is people think that they're into it, but it's because they're not stopping it. Like if you actually cease and desist with nicotine, you'll soon figure out that it's not pleasing.
A new beast.
Well, because if you try and smoke it again, it's fucking hideous. Like if you don't smoke marijuana for a year, and you then smoke some marijuana, it tastes okay. Like it doesn't taste bad.
Yeah, there's no terribleness to it.
It's not terrible. Right. It's not foul.
It doesn't taste like
you just fucking punch
licking
yourself
a dog's
in the
ass.
mouth.
Not that I would know what that's about. Yeah.
No, but I think it's close to it. Yeah. Especially an uncleaned ass. Like dogs normally clean their own asses.
Oh yeah, it's just taking a good one and it's still steamy.
Yeah. And the bitterness of what that would be, that real. Oh, what was that? Everything had a red thing on it, like it was like bing, some special cost happened.
Claim great person, love it. General, another one. Man, how many generals is that? Just keep getting them.
3-star, hey? Well done.
Airport. Sit him up here.
Oh.
He's head up to his little
finish chemistry quickly.
Sleep mode.
Baltimore.
Shouldn't go there and repair that on me.
Yeah. Look, what surprised me when this, my person local to me, I saw it just lying around with that, and they'd gone and got a prescription for nicotine. So I was aware of that. But what got me was that it was distributed through a pharmacy. It was clearly like a medical provider, like a doctor had gone to the pharmacy. They got the vial of nicotine liquid to put into a vape, and it was tobacco flavored. It wasn't flavorless.
No,
flavored.
It should flavored from
a chemist, man.
Yeah.
Because when we were last talking about that, you're like, but then I have to go get the flavors because it wouldn't have a flavor.
Yeah, mixing up was a hassle.
I'm sure they don't have like bubble gum at the chemist. I'm not suggesting.
You want either tobacco or
nothing. A tobacco flavor or some basic thing.
Coffee.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah, tobacco or coffee. Yeah, pick a vice.
Yeah, tobacco or coffee. That seems like likely. Okay, you've just produced more ships. Great. What am I doing here?
Produzione. Okay.
I need some settlers out of this. This is overproducing, and I can't make anything else. So I've got to.
Now you needed oil skip because you were.
That's what I need to do. I need to produce some of those guys. Now that I have plastics.
Got a spot here.
Come hither. Oil rig. Battleship Armada. Yay. And that's what we want. Battleship Armada. And I think that really surprised me. I think it's really good. I think that I really can see the emergence of the drugstore.
Yeah.
Drug El Shoppy is approaching in this world.
It's the way of the future, mate. El Bodego. Yeah.
You go in there, have your short black, get your Dexies, drop a daff, do some Zan.
Stuff up on the couches, mate, play some video games on your handheld.
Yeah, hook on some Nick and then, finish off with some weed cookies, all at the local chemist.
Pick up your prescription on the way out. That's it.
Yeah.
Munchables.
Absolutely. absolute munchables, man. Like
Absolute munchables, mate. Come
absolute
on.
munchables, yeah. Desirables.
Coming every day. Candy.
Candy. It's the future. The future is wow. Why can't I build battleships anymore? Oh, I need more of those. Okay.
More of the special component is required.
Well, I'll build some subs because some subs would be helpful. I don't need subs at the moment. Don't waste energy on that. That can go there.
Chocolate. You need to get that chocolate going.
Oof, that is like pumping out.
I'm just going to let him skip again.
Harbour?
Trade door. Oh.
Jeez, I'm a little unsure to build here. I'll build that. Oh, I just keep pumping out more troops. That's right, American mode. America!
America.
Yeah, once I got over the need for plantations, the things have started to move ahead now. Okay, now
send them down here, I think.
Oh, another armada. Yeah, and I don't want to mess this up. I want to definitely get to a point where basically Portugal is immediately hammered. Like it's just
it's getting nothing but stonkings.
Yeah. Okay, submarine's been fixed, but we'll just chill out until we've got a few more. Now.
I'm checking to see if there's any repairing.
Return. Wait, oh, helicopters.
Send to the front of me.
America. I guess
America.
Now, can I armada these? No. I'll wait. I think we've like quite surrounded Lisbon just desirably yet. Getting close.
My connection.
Actually, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got a fuck ton of ships here. Actually, this is slightly ridiculous. Like, I don't want to lose access to my travel zone until I've kind of uncovered. Oh, some of the cities are in a little bit of trouble anyway around here. Portugal traders, orders.
I'm keeping on the game tonight.
You are.
I'm not going out to smoke, mate. That's it. Having the vape here has been very nice. And it's nice you can go to your doctor, get a script, and get your special what you need. What you need, mate.
It's interesting that doesn't show me.
Can't always get what you want, but you'll get what you need.
Well, in some cases, it would seem that's to be more true than you might imagine. But yeah, I always wondered in America when I was there, like why they, they call it a drugstore, which is quite honest. It is.
I like that. I like that honesty. I like that honesty personally. The bodega sounds a bit more, hippie. Going to the bodega, Turkish. That sounds very Turkish. I don't know. I could be being racist.
No, that's a shisha thing, isn't it? A bodega sounds more.
Fire it up.
Yeah, those shisha halls type thing.
Put the extra sprinkles on top. That's what we love. The extra sprinkles, mate.
Sprinkles. Snow cones.
Snorty special.
Now, would you get in trouble? Who would get in trouble if at the drugstore where you got your coffee, alcohol, nicotine, marijuana,
getting your thing
or your prescriptions, your scripts? If you did something like that, you're like, so I got a bit of anxiety before I leave, so I need to crush up a bit. I need to get a bit of marijuana going in my, maybe my herbal vape, something's healthy, so put that in there. Yeah, you put that in there, and then you think, well, but I do have some work to do this afternoon, so I might just crush up this Dexy and just sprinkle that on top.
Just to get the little spring boost.
The spring boost. So you've got the anxiety removed, but a little bit of a pop. A pop.
But you're fully, you're in a good mood.
Yeah,
you're in a good mood.
Just pops it a little bit. Just a little pop. Is it troublesome? I don't know. Like,
who's it hurting? That's the question you got to ask yourself.
That is a very good question. Because is that how the law would look at it though? That's also the question. That's what I wonder. And that's what I mean. Like, if you go to the so you're at the drugstore and you've got the various things, and then you decide.
Well, it's such a buffet. Like, would you have to leave? Could there be like the whole thing going on? Like where you got the coffee, the cookies, the little take home, snorter pack, like it's doing everything.
It is doing everything.
The only thing that's missing? A selection of alcohol, mate.
Well, yeah, a selection of alcohol. So you need to have an alcohol license with
state-sponsored alcohol.
You want prescription alcohol. Is that the next degree of it?
I think it would be. Like, I can see that as a progression. I'm not trying to predict the future. I'm not a fucking time traveler or nothing. No. Just a simple spaceship. All right,
just doing a thing.
And I believe that would be an option in the future.
He's denouncing my deeds.
Is he? Well, that's a bit rude, especially when you're trying to make peace with it.
I must say, he has
become very negotiable, hasn't he?
He's gone down from 42 grievances against us to 1.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's, war always changes it to one issue, don't it?
Well, I haven't given him, if I go for war, grievance generated and used immediately to start a war.
It sounds like you're not applying the policy of you are the buzzing of lies to me. But I don't understand.
Should I make a demand?
Just make demands. I always do. I don't care. You're either fixing or you're not fixing. And and better be fixing what I want you to do.
What about this? You used to declare, I can't do many. I can do this though. You used to declare war on a player while you're in a golden age with a to arms declaration. It can be used right after denouncing a civilization without waiting.
I think that sounds like a good option. I'll be putting that one up.
The normal mail terms, no restrictions on which cities you may capture. Okay, so I need to denounce them somehow.
Boop.
What if I just demanded a city from them? That'd be interesting.
Put the pressure on.
Put the pressure on. I don't think I've made a good case of like, how do you denounce somebody? I suppose you might need a. Oh, I can't. It doesn't seem like I can make a.
It's saying littered with battlefield items from Semaphore and barbarians. Discovery appears to be buried in a Renaissance area.
Nice.
I'll give it to the Semaphore. Dunk.
So it generates 25 grievance. I want that.
Boop.
I'm just
there
doing
you go.
it.
Got a special present. And my archaeologizer.
It's on.
It's on.
Yeah, fuck it.
Be whipping.
He's making
That's
commentary.
all I got to
Goodbye.
say. Be whipping. Don't be larding. Be whipping.
Well, my troops got moved away. Rude.
That is pretty rude. Dump. Actually,
It's not going to help him then.
Texaco. Where's Texaco?
All right.
Actually, okay. Boop. Orders. The orders.
Oh, he's fending off a bit.
Trying to be friends, Sam, is he?
I'm removing the defences 5 at a time. I see. It's going to take a little while. Pillage. Oh, nice. I don't think it's time for pillaging.
Always go for the pillage every game. Beneficial pillaging.
Oh, the defences are knocking down a bit. Oh, I don't want to. What's that? No, I don't want to bomb them. That's not fair.
Spies out the coastline. I'll love you do that.
Promotion available. Nice.
Yeah, fishies. Oh, I got to get the uranium. Strategic resource, uranium. Thank you very much. Grabbing that, see. Having good genes, Si. Man, there's been some crap over this campaign with the whole, have you got good genes?
You've been talking about that. I don't know anything about it.
Sounds a bit, that
I
word
honestly,
that people don't like talking about.
Well, do you have good genes?
Word.
Why is it
sounds
racist?
Like, I don't know. Is it racist having good genes? I think
don't
if you're
understand.
helping some bitch and you're living well and you're, keeping up the appearances without being, too normy, then, is that a bad thing?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, if I've got good genes, like, doesn't it mean I'm healthy?
Without issues. Doesn't it mean that? That's what I'm thinking. Like, man, you got good genes, not because, that's something your mummy and your daddy had a little bit of a sex act a few years ago, but
Well, maybe that's not good genes.
You stay healthy.
Why can't I do a range attack?
What is wrong with me?
Am I just sinking shit everywhere? Wow, okay. Might as well just attack here straight away.
Okay. Being a shithead, that's when you just delete them. No point having
Wow,
them.
100 or so. That's, no, I'm going to bomb over here. No, this way. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, well, okay, I don't know much about it. I don't really know. Like, I haven't seen any. You show me a couple of the memes, and everyone just sends Smurfs. What's the blue?
I don't know. What happened? Where did that come from? The blue gene.
Is it
blue gene?
Is it
just
suggesting
no good in blue jeans? I don't know. Some sort of David Bowie references it.
Well, they're
trying to sell more albums.
They're blue Smurfs.
They're denim jeans. Yeah, but they're Smurfage.
Oh, so they're trying to say
denim
that
Smurf. Yeah. Some sort of cryptic thing, maybe. Trying to get cryptic.
It seems a bit average.
Well, it's not as cryptic as cryptocurrency side, and what it takes to get
That's if you're jumping
noticed.
fast from one to the other. You've actually put no effort. You've put none effort.
Zero effort in the punchline.
No, you didn't even. You barely even started. I'm going to come on.
But we got to talk about genes because that's what we're topic we're going to.
And genes, and then you just
what the whole Smurf thing was about the genes. Yeah.
Okay, so you got to go some. So something happened with the genes.
Well, there was a campaign. Someone said, "I've got great genes." She was wearing, well, at least the person was wearing jeans, a jeans top and jeans bottom, and looked pretty good in it. Like, look, for the size that she was wearing, she looked pretty good in the jeans and the top. Like, it was,
okay, yeah,
wasn't distasteful. It wasn't, anything else. But all of a sudden, they're slapping the World War II goose stepping on it, basically. Dropping the old Nazi.
Because
Someone
she was
they
saying
got
good genes and
yeah, and they associated that to the eugenics. Yeah. Ooh. So many ways to be offended, Si.
Apparently,
unlimited ways to be offended.
It seems quite the thing.
It is. I'm offended of how easily people are offended. Like, that offends me, Si. It does. It offends me that people can be so easily offended.
Fair enough.
That to me is offensive.
Because there's like no end, is there, too? So just wearing jeans now is offensive. I wear black jeans. Does that mean like I'm like culturally appropriating?
Well, I wear blue jeans, black jeans, camo jeans. I mean, I've got them all, mate.
Well, I don't know. Should I not wear black jeans? Should I wear sort of like brownish coloured jeans? To sort of,
do we have to all wear the colour of shit and chicken vomit? The yellow chicken vomit, with the
that's what I'm trying to
brown
understand.
slacks.
Like if you're taking a blue jean and then you're going to put like the blue skin, so that means I got a brown skin. Should I wear brown jeans? Like, you've got a light kind of sort of like
I thought we had
milky
choice.
coffee.
Like, I thought we could choose what colour we wanted to wear without being all, oh, look, you're culturally appropriating our colour, as the blue sky people.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
No.
Watch out, you people that have got those funny coloured eyes. Don't worry about the skin. It's all about the eye colour.
So if you've got the right colour eyes, you can wear the
blue jeans if
you've
got blue eyes, mate. Come on, let's just make it totally racist. You got to wear the color of the jeans and your eyes.
The eyes.
To be self-identified.
Dark brown. So now I can wear dark brown jeans.
Yeah.
But I couldn't wear blue jeans because it wouldn't be culturally appropriate for me.
You got to have, the hazel eyes sort of go with the dark blue, don't they?
Well, with the hazel eye allowed to wear the camo. Maybe only that's the sort of the camo eye, because the hazel eye can have a bit of green and a bit of brown.
It's sort of speckly to me. When I look into a hazel eyes, I see like a mixture of colours altogether.
Eye, really. That's what I think. Like camouflaged, so you can wear camos.
When you've been with a woman who's got one blue eye and one hazel eye, then it's
Oh well,
it's pretty special.
What do they can wear? They can choose. They can mix it up.
Yeah, true.
Like they're saying the Bowie can wear multiple coloured jeans without offending anybody.
Correct, because he's got the both colours in to be able to utilise it.
Yeah, it's certainly
feels less offensive.
It does feel less offensive. I'm less offended.
I'm good. I'm feeling less offended too. So I'm glad we sort of brought ourselves down from that getting angry over people just being. I was almost ready to start punching shit.
I'll get
to that point. Starting to steam. How dare you be offended all the time? You can at least just sit down and take a little break.
Just a smidge of
a breather. Take a breather. Won't hurt. Okay.
Just a little bit of less.
In fact, you might find true peace like the frog on the lily pad. All right. You just have this awakening, this self-awakening, where you go, oh man, I was just being offended all the time. But I don't need to be offended. I can just be peaceful.
You can just accept.
And people can do their stuff and say things, and I won't get offended by it. I didn't realise if I'd sat down and got over that phobia of, thinking that everyone's talking about you and it's always your fault, taking the blame. That I could put down the Sisyphus stone. I could put it down on the ground and say, look, I don't need the stone anymore. It's too heavy. Can I have the pebble in the pocket? Because that feels like a better weight to carry the pebble in the pocket. It feels safer. Less Sisyphusy. Less Sisyphusy.
You can sort of like convert it, put it in the pocket. You can rub it occasionally. A little bit of rubbing. That always goes well.
It's how you turn wood to stone. A little bit of pressure.
A little bit, right, yeah. And
then a good polish.
So you just got it in your pocket there. Just getting tight against your jeans of the appropriate colour.
Just
getting your hand in there, a little squeeze, a little rub.
Semi going on,
And just get that.
Squish it occasionally, just to keep it placid continuously.
Yeah, the rock this is, of course.
Wavy rock.
Wavy rock.
Yeah, blowing with the ebb of time. You're not around long enough to see it.
No. Portugal attempts to make a destroyer. Missile troops. Rocket artillery, here we go. Shits are flying.
Yeah.
So, wow, infantry sunk a whole ship. That's quite impressive.
Bombardments.
Well, we'll now that they've done that, it's going to have to get a little serious. Yeah, wow, they're running around everywhere, freaking out. I don't know. I think you're right about it being offended by everybody. Like, you're offended by people being offended. I mean, if you can't have personally, I have pretty good genes. And I support. And you know what? I'm going to just say, on a level, not in the Nazi level, not the Nazi fully version of this.
But just you're healthy. You don't get sick much. I mean that's pretty good genes, isn't it?
Like species-wise, I don't understand why we have a problem. Look, I think on a mean level, not that I'm being mean. I don't mean that I'm going to say something mean. But what I mean by that is that who benefits the most? And I mean I follow people with disability who are comedians and all sorts of things. People contribute a lot to society. There's no questions about who contributes. There's much contributing goes on, etc., etc.
Of course, but all around us. That's it.
On a lot of cases with this, the people who came up with the thought of really benefit from it are people who make a lot of money.
Yeah,
a lot of money.
Being paid to give a shit. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. Being paid to give a shit.
Yeah, clean a shit, give a shit, all the things. I don't mean you have an injury in life, or something like that. But we do stuff now. You can go if people are against eugenics, then things for example, where you can go and get a few tests and you go, I don't want to put Down syndrome on my child, or a person might go and get things and say, I've got Hirschsprung's disease. I'm going to choose not to have a child because I don't want to have that genetic deformity propagate. Yeah. Yeah. And then in that regard, those people are making eugenics decisions. Now, does that make that parent a Nazi because they've decided not to have a Down syndrome child, or not to have have to have half your bowel cut out when you're fucking born because you've got Hirschsprung's disease and you know it, so you choose not to? Are you a eugenics cunt, or should you just start pumping out children who are sick because
they've already started editing children?
Exactly.
They're doing that now. All right. So, they're taking away their
if they've got a bad thing, whatever it is,
editing it out. That's right.
Editing stuff
taking
out.
away Down syndrome and other childhood fatality stuff.
No one's going, the people who invented CRISPR are Nazis. I think they got a fucking Nobel Prize. But that's eugenics.
Pretty much.
I think that
it's sponsored eugenics side.
Well, even historically, the concept of eugenics was somewhat sponsored. I mean, it didn't
to a certain degree. Yeah.
Well, I mean, to all degrees. Someone was saying, I I think the historical Nazi version, which is interpreted, like where the concept of eugenics was like, we should try and grow for better humans. And now we just try and grow for just whatever. No one cares anymore. Just make people who are completely fucked up. And now we're moving away from that. Now we're into eugenics again. But I think the original form of that was then you would be an adult and then you'd be looked at and you'd be like not castrated, but whatever, like chemically. What's the word?
You'd be disabled
sterilized.
Disabled from
production.
That's right.
And so it's kind of more like the living person issue. Like the person was like, I don't want to be sterilized. Eugenics is bad just because I've got green eyes, And where the modern version, like where eugenics, which is the one that I'm really subscribing to here, is where we intentionally edit, and that's convenient. Oh wow, that was.
I whacked him.
You did, but I didn't quite whack them hard enough.
Yeah, I'll probably kill him this next turn.
All right, we're gonna just. All right. So since I can't sort of.
All right, I've done that.
And I just So what is the? Why can't I attack anything? It's a little frustrating. Ranged attack.
Cool. All right, punching along.
What? Oh, okay. Oh, a little progress this time. I can pillage. Mm-hmm. No bomb. Don't
special bonuses.
There is some, but I think at the moment the thing I've really got to do is just keep pounding the defenses it's just got to be. I just can't stop
hitting it hard like Tay-Tay. Probably far enough in now to be discuss the career of this budding rap artist / influencer.
Yeah. Look. Whoa.
Hey.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Riding the ladders of success early.
Oh yeah, I don't know. If the blue jeans girl offends people with that, then. Because you're not meant to have healthy, high quality genes and stuff. Who was complaining? Was it people who potentially had low quality genes?
I don't know. I think it's getting to that point where determining who the instigator is for the complaint is becoming more and more difficult because it's between the whole is it real or is it fake? Like the whole
even the genes
for clicks to getting the clicks.
Yeah.
Bad publicity is good publicity. Sometimes you think maybe they've sabotaged their own thing to get the notification and the lookage. Inside job maybe. It's like throwing dildos onto a basketball court to promote your Bitcoin.
Yep.
It's got that same thing. It's good. Bad publicity is good publicity because it's publicity. It's like the thumbs down vote on certain subjects for us. When we get the thumbs down, it's like, oh, okay. You didn't like it. Good. We're touching a raw nerve.
Yeah, we're getting you going.
We know someone's thinking. They're using their Bryants.
Yeah, they were challenged and they were like,
correct.
They went. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, you'll find that's the case.
What's this guy doing? 1 promotion level, 100%.
But yeah, what does it take to be successful, Si? I'm feeling sort of, a little bit inspired by the whole 54, cheapers now.
Oh, it doesn't quite ring it yet. I haven't quite settled with
it's
cheapers.
not going to earn us $100 million in
$1
3 days or 2 days or 3 hours. It's not going to earn us $100 million or $1 million in 3 hours.
2 hours?
No,
I thought it was 2 hours.
2 hours for $1 million.
I thought it was 2 hours.
OF,
Yeah, look,
that's pretty quick, man, isn't it? Talk about mega milk. That's mega milking. That's mega milking. You know what I mean? Did she groom them into that position of spending that money?
I think she did. I think
modern day grooming.
Modern day grooming. I think this is a new era of reverse grooming. Because grooming has always been this idea, where you're an adult or someone is senior, whatever, you might be 18 and they're 14, and then you're kind of prepping them.
They're learning young to be the little sexy,
to be the groomer,
to be the nymphette, and be the groomer of the, those who are willing to give the money.
And so then, because then you've got years, and the years of frustration you can pent up. You know what I mean?
Get real angry about it.
Yeah, I can't say anything, and it spreads. Look at, we can't, it's wrong, wrong.
Yeah,
so then even if you're not with a hemophile,
everyone's
you're not
watching
anything like that.
All these pervs are, checking it out, and they're like,
but the ones who
it's corralling them. It is essentially corralling them, Si.
So I think the thing of this is, as a market, grooming had a limited market. So if you're an underage person and you're being groomed by an adult, right? You might be able to groom one person. You could have
what's happening?
Jews fighting each other, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. You know how it goes.
I'm it's not. I'm not actually being anyone who heard that.
It's something that's been on the news quite a bit lately.
No, it's literally. I live across from a mass synagogue. So if you're hearing people bashing each other and fighting, they've got security guard out there with assault rifles. It's hardly Muslims coming up having a go at them.
No, it's their own people.
They'd be shot if they tried to get anywhere near it.
Yeah, that's right. If you don't pass the colour chart, you're getting some holes in you. That's right.
So it's people having various opinions. But yeah, I think so that the problem with the early version, as we all know, what's called grooming, it had a real limited potential. Energetically, it would take maybe you could try but if you were sort of as an individual trying to groom say 3 underage people, you're kind of you're spreading your resources. But you couldn't. How would one person groom like 400 or 2,000 or 10,000 underage people. Like maybe if you're a rock star, essentially if you're a rock star, you could have a go.
Yeah.
But that would be limited. Like you can't be some sleazy old fuck like with your beer gut, you know,
you got to have
your
the
small
backing. That's right.
having a go, like, you know, stalking a girl. Like you're not gonna, you can't do that to 10,000.
Well, it's like that meme site. The meme is that, you know, the handsome guy comes around, is suggestive, but the girl's like, oh, you. And then the, you know, the big fat ugly programmer guy comes around the corner and says hello, and next thing, HR.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, yeah, but that's that way. And so you just got this poor scale of economics going on, you know. But you reverse, you think that through as a young girl or a young boy.
Yeah.
And then you reverse that now with the potential of OnlyFans and stuff, and you reverse the grooming.
That's
and
right.
now,
And then
as
you
a little
make the
14-year-old,
coin, and you be the abuser.
You be the abuser.
You be the abuser side. You make that bag.
Yeah.
You take that bag from them.
And one girl then can be on the net going and doing the little TikTok dances and you know, oh, and I'm trying on these shorts, you know what I mean? And she can groom 10,000. And as opposed to like the thing once again, where maybe like if you were trying to get someone to go you as a 14-year-old, and I'm not just, once again, like the AI hears this when we're doing the transcript, we're not talking about fucking listen to the whole thing. We're doing a bit.
Listen to the whole thing.
And is like, once again, you've got a limited thing because the amount of people who are truly pedophiles or whatever, well, it seems to be a lot larger than what was imagined. Maybe it wasn't, but still it isn't in the hundreds of millions.
It's in the nature of that whole being able to connect with one another.
But it's not hundreds of millions.
No.
Right. However,
but they're still catching them, Si. That's the best thing. Like, they're still catching them out.
But you're not going to, but the thing about this modern form is that there's all these people who can be, for example, not necessarily a pedophile or a hebephile or anything, but they can just sort of be the fringe of something, or be like 18 or 19 or whatever, you know, and so they can have like a little fantasy going. And you've got such access to such a huge market of people who then also don't have to feel that they're necessarily perverted. Oh, no, I knew who she was, and then, I don't know, I saw the thing, and then I just went along, but she was 18. I wasn't following, you know, Tay-Tay from when she was 12, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
I heard about it on the news.
Super stalker fan.
I heard about it on the news. It broadcast serendipitously.
$12 so that I could see the action with the plastic toy.
Yeah, I clicked through.
True.
I clicked through because it was on the news. It was on the feed. It was not really me. And then I didn't do that, but then I heard, you know, 3-4 years later. And so I think you've got this real power. And you know, why gold dig when you're 22?
When you make
what
the coin early and just, you know,
prepare the coin.
Cash me on the outside, as they call it.
Prepare the coin.
Yeah, cash me on the fucking outside.
Yeah. And you prepare that coin over years. That's how she got $1 million in 2 hours. And that's rookie. I reckon what we're going to see is that was fucking rookie numbers.
That time 10,000 or whatever they call it.
Yeah, times 10. Yeah. Shoot the moon. Surely the next record's got to be 10
It starts off with 100, you know, bouncing on 100 cocks, and then it ends up 1,000, and then it ends up 2,000. You know what I mean? So like we saw it escalate.
Well, but now you got to see. Well, she doesn't have to bounce on any.
None. Zero
bounce.
Yeah.
In fact,
just play off those fans and get that coin.
It is far better that she bounces no bounce. Zero bounce. Zero bounce.
That's it.
No bounce required. Because that's even more money, right? Because then all of the people then just are tripping balls as she's groomed them all for years.
She just publicity. Yeah. No, hearing you.
I do find one, and so this reverse grooming.
That's marketing. Yeah, this like selling yourself.
This reverse grooming model is going to be like huge industry.
Humongous. Yeah. Well, they buy panties in Japan, brother, out of a fucking vending machine.
Well, they steal them off clotheslines. They take them. If you're a girl, I see. Oh no, something's been going on with my things. They've actually got low. What does that mean? Low something. I don't know.
I want to build a drone. Actually, no. I had to build something else, didn't I? A second.
16 or higher. It's so
Production.
But yeah, I think that
there it is.
Something's low. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's affecting my combat ability. During trade routes, I don't know. I've got to wait 8 turns, I suppose. Sounds like people are being denouncing each other and screaming and carrying on. It's fucking
getting very angry now, aren't they?
But yeah, I don't know. I reckon, I mean, I don't know who's next. I mean, I think I'm only aware of even this particular person. Didn't she do some really shitty, like, music videos and stuff? Like, they were really bad and she could barely sing, like, with crappy graphics? I think, like...
Again, that's the whole, you know, the spiel of the, you know, untalented little girl mode and...
it was just stupid and what's she doing?
It was meant to be stupid. It was meant to be stupid.
People were having a joke, like, oh, God, that's like, she's just a little bit of blah, blah, blah.
No, it was purposely meant to be stupid, yeah, because it was getting the views. Anytime you get the... Like I said, it's good or bad. You can get the views from hard work and get the thumbs up and all the good reviews from hard fucking work and just basically devoting your time to whatever the thing is that you're covering with your channel or your whole delivery of the essence of what you are, or you can, you know, cash it in. And that's what they've done. They've basically figured out the strategy where, you know, pull in all these fucking creeps that are going to throw money at you as soon as you open up your, you know virginal 18-year-old bloody OnlyFans account.
So yeah, I think
not that she'd be a virgin at 18 anyway, mate. I mean, she was doing music videos and giving everyone the finger and telling them how much she's making, sucking dick and
but that's all marketing.
Yeah, I know. But the whole, the extreme factor, as they call it.
So she was claiming that she was doing that underage.
Boss bitch at 14, yeah.
And no one was saying anything about that?
Well, it certainly makes you wonder, doesn't it? Right? But again, like you said, whether it's true or not, it was still her marketing campaign, and it basically got them all waiting, sweating, counting down the years. Yeah.
Oh, it definitely did. Yeah, it definitely did.
That's it.
So,
I don't know what the cash me outside
is she going to,
Phil,
I just see it as being
Dr. Phil, but I'm sure she's put a similar path down. I mean, it seems like that's the stepping stones, isn't it?
That she's going to be
be the little rebel,
icon.
and then be the little rebel, and then suddenly do the OF thing and get the money, and then all of a sudden, you're bouncing on the next thing, and you got a movie career or fucking starring in bloody Days of Their Lives or some shit.
Do you think that I see her as becoming an icon, but to other girls?
Yeah, the rebel that figured how to milk the fucking the predators.
Yeah,
reverse milking.
It's genius.
Yeah, definitely some effort and time put into it. That's for sure.
And everyone's commented on the $1 million in 2 hours or $1 million in 3 hours.
Who cares?
But what is she making?
That shows me the level of sympatry that's out there.
But what's she going to make in 1 month? Just from the promotion. And a lot of the people who promoted $1 million. I saw the thing. You didn't even have to tell me about the million.
No, because you already seen it in your feed.
And I didn't even look. I'm not looking for that.
No, neither am I, bro. I could care less.
There was a person who was saying, I'm feeling for the girls
you do it when you're of age. But
to
me, that creeps me out because, people are still looking at you as like you're a little girl and you're doing an OF
account. The person who promoted that to me, essentially, besides being the Instagram algorithm, felt it was important, was a woman.
Because when they showed you that picture of her and the whole money thing, did they show you the updated 18-year-old her picture, or did they show you the 14-year-old picture?
The woman who talked about it on Instagram.
Yeah.
She showed her OF page.
Okay, the actual
she was sort of leaning, I don't know, her head was sort of tilted and then flipped to the chart of money, $1 million, and was and it was crazy, it's ridiculous. It was showed she was going to activate her account at 1 past midnight. So she was 1 minute legal.
Yes, that's right. Just to, push that, was it the envelope of controversy?
Which means that she had the account running before she was legal.
Of course, already set up.
But my point about this is the person who showed me was a woman.
Yeah, offended.
Wasn't like a pervert man.
But offended.
Rubbing his little dick. Well, she wasn't even offended.
Oh, boss bitch mode.
Well, she was sort of. She was she was
look at this.
She was thinking, because what she was commenting.
Did it give the person that showed you the desire to open one, to create their own?
Yeah, she was saying a kind of
a two-way thing. Is it selling the product side? Is it selling that OnlyFans product?
Essentially, she was selling the product because she was an adult, definitely an adult. But she was going she was basically saying, look how many perverts there are, 1 minute past midnight, and she got me they're the pervert, but at the same time saying, I really feel sorry for all these OnlyFans girls who are making $200 a month, and this chick comes on here and in fucking 1 hour makes $1 million because she's
playing Jane.
Or playing Jane. I don't know if she's playing Jane or not, but she's certainly playing Jane.
Playing Jane. That's
playing it fucking to the max.
Octopus tentacles. That's right. Size of a human.
And I just that. So she was saying, all the guys are bad, but girls are good.
Oh, they're allowed to be boss and milk the pervert money.
The pervert's a pervert. If that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Come on.
Oh, I thought that would make sense
at all.
No,
it doesn't.
I'm confused. Sorry.
Makes no sense. Promotion of like you said, the reverse predatorism, essentially. That she's learned.
And I don't even know.
There are these pervs out there that will follow you from your start of your career when you're a young girl all the way through, and what they're asking for you in their little special chats and everything else is please open an OnlyFans when you're 1 minute after your 17th birthday and you click over to your 18th birthday and give us the stuff. We want to see it, the fresh. We want to see the fresh. The new fresh.
The new fresh.
Yeah. That's just insane, bro, isn't it? That they've had to do that. To be in that position to... ultimately, yes, because she has proved that there are people out there that are willing to pay that much money to see a fresh face on that platform, rather than, Bonnie bang a 2,000 cocks and, put herself up a special farm ability. Yeah.
What is worse?
I'm trying to figure out, man. It's both ends of the scale. It is the penultimate, complete perversion versus the fresh new face that's going to be converted into the next Bonnie. Will Tay eventually want to do 6,000 in one search?
I don't think, no, her, surely, I don't speak for her. But
I'm just, what is the progression? Is she just going to do this little stint and then make, 30 mil and then walk away with it?
None.
Never drop to that level. Never become a Bonnie.
Well, she shouldn't be making out with anyone. That's like at that point, like if you've got $1 million, 1 minute past, like at one hour and one like.
Then you don't. All you need is toys and then the providers, don't you?
Yeah, none touches me, and then
untouchable. That's the thing.
You just lure.
How much are you willing to drop?
And you just lure
to get the untouchable.
That's right. You just lure and lure. Oh, Mr. Big 36. Oh, thank you for the $100,000 fucking drop today. Maybe one day we could meet. Who knows?
Yeah.
And then like special fan meets,
not coin.
And fan meets, but like nothing. But not the Bonnie one. Like I'm saving myself for the right one, and everyone's trying to prove they're the right one.
Yeah. But throwing that coin, man. That's it.
Money guns.
Yeah, pretty much. Just shooting it, man.
It's just like fucking hell.
Attached to their groins. That's it.
Look at
the
me.
vibrations setting them off.
Yeah. I can come 25 times in a day for you. You know what I mean? I'm the one. I'm the one. She's just laughing.
Yeah. Well, the cash is just rolled.
He's showing her mates. Like, look at this guy's
tidal
little
waving in. That's what it is. It's just tidal waves of cash.
They're laughing. Like, I mean, wouldn't you? Like, if I'm Tay, I would.
You'd be taking it for you'd be taking it for everything that it's worth, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, you wouldn't. There is no way. There's just no way you would waste your time, because as soon as you've had sex with one person, like your value just plummets.
The fantasy's over. The fantasy's over.
So you could talk it up, but never any proof. And it's like the opposite almost of like the idol girls, like in Japanese or Korean girl bands, and they're meant to put on this pure thing and they get busted having a boyfriend, like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
like she's kind of the opposite.
It spoils the illusion. Yeah.
She's got to put out that she's like super slutty and everything, but always it's sort of getting out that she's never had anybody. But also that's
eternal
intentionally.
Virgin, they call that. Eternal virgin. Yeah.
Well, you know where Jesus is coming from.
Oh, mate. Cometh in the Lamb.
The virgin birth. She produces Jesus. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. So like Tay gets like around a 25, 26, right? Still claiming like never had anybody, Mr. Big 93, he's currently the leader of Maybe. And then just miracle but something like where she doesn't like, does she have to be pregnant though? Like where it's sort of like, or not? And it's like she actually maybe like the scam is she like gets like someone else to have the and so she actually
presidential baby.
The baby appears, and like she like leverages the whole thing, just this mega fan base into like that she's the producer of Jesus. This is maybe the long-term goal.
It could be.
We're being fucking done. We're part of the groomed. We didn't even realize we're she's pre-grooming now.
Just totally falling for it.
Yeah. Then Jesus is going to come from Tay. Right? And the three wise men, the rich kings, like she'll be like that. She'll name them the anointed ones.
Most profitable.
Most profitable.
It's changed from don't have to be wise no more. Three most profitable kings come. To throw the wealth upon her.
Yeah. And they
throw the dollars.
They're protectors. You know what I mean? Like they're like then they're like, oh, I would never sleep with Tay. Like I'm here for Jesus. I'm here.
No, that's it, man.
The Tay.
All praise it. That's it.
Tay and JJ, little like this is Gigi. Little Gigi.
Little G to big G. That's it. Little G's going to deliver the big G.
I mean, OnlyFans, it's got the sort of the blue and white logo, you know what I mean? It's a bit,
it does. It has that real,
it's sort of the
state sponsored almost,
sponsored,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right, yeah, I'm seeing it. Because that would be amazing. Then people and then those people, like once you're Mr. Big 93 and you've given her like $500,000 yourself and so forth, and you become the three kings.
Oh, you drop the dollars, that's
you've
it,
got the mega dollars. You would be independently saying, I know this is Jesus.
He cometh.
Yeah.
Prepare for Big J.
Yeah, and what she could even say was that all the men who came for her over the channel in all those years, it was a spiritual birth because
it was
of all of the cum that was spilled for her.
Their sacrifice of that cum. The sacrifice of that cum not being delivered to an egg.
Right. Yeah, was
the calling card for the eternal birth.
Yeah, of the eternal birth. Yeah.
It's amazing to think it out. Like when the possibilities, mate.
The possibilities.
It doesn't necessarily have to be. Doesn't necessarily have to be a reality, but the possibilities are the winning.
The winning. Absolute boss level. Win.
Putting down the drop, mate.
Drop.
Yeah. We've had some good hits on the the shorts again, bud. Like they are the hook, aren't they?
It's not
shortages.
No, it's just the design of the system.
Unnecessarily controversial. It doesn't mean it's our fault, right? It's shit that has never been talked about.
No, but it's also
it's like there's such a stigma over it, bud.
No, but it's also but it's just like I didn't mean that. I meant like what I mean by that is it's actually this is going to get hairy if I don't do something. I need a that one there. Yeah. Oh, hang on, that one there. it, like when I was sort of originally saying that, some years ago now, was that the thing about that is that it's not really, like, it doesn't really even matter what our content is. It does matter what the content is, but what I mean is,
because we chat so well together.
No, it's stopping against you. You think it's about us. It's not really about us. It's like, literally, you can be a 14-year-old girl doing a stupid ad, like dumbass video, mate, and you can get $1 million. It's not about us.
Yeah.
It's about.
Well, it's catching.
No, nothing. No.
Okay.
You're starting to get you get an ego. It's not just scrap your own ego.
I'm sorry.
Scrap your own ego, because it's got fuck all to do with that. We are useless. We are the all singing, all dancing crap of the world, right? Like, we are nothing.
Hey, listen. First rule, we don't talk about it. Okay. We got to not talk about it because it's depressing. But we will talk about it because it is depressing.
So the thing about it is that it is simply that the way that the algorithm is designed on YouTube means now that the way you are going to get traffic is by shorts.
Yes.
Okay. Now, whether our content is good or not is really beside the point.
I know they're loving the music, but the music update or the music interpretation.
You're trying to go back to the ego again.
Yeah, I know, but it's
but just that's the weekly. You go there. No, you go there, you will fail.
Okay, fair enough.
You will fail because you start.
Bailey's always learning, though. Got to remember that. Bailey just makes it better.
I'm the one. My photo. My thing. Look at me. Nothing.
Look at my things.
Yes, no, it's not. No,
it's not. I know.
Sadly, it'd be nice to think so, but it is not so. And
live the delusion you've always wanted to live.
No, well, I mean, you can if you want. I'm not interested. But the delusions I've had are like, that'd be interesting, I suppose. But like, they were lame, actually. No, I find I'm way better.
Better to live in the real moment.
The real moment. Yeah.
Delusionary, what could be's.
Yeah, or not what are not be's.
Yeah, which aren't.
Yeah, that which is not. Yeah, don't even bother with it. It's a waste of time.
The isn'ts.
The isn'ts. Exactly, the isn'ts. So it is simply the algorithm. That the algorithm and what people see, and the majority of content that they're flipping through is going to be shorts. And so just by numbers, sheer numbers, okay? Like if the whole of Real Talk is Cheap was us on a weekly basis running an egg and spoon race between us, and we one of us fell over.
Eventually,
Homie the clown fell over.
Yeah, Homie the clown
cracked the egg. Who cracks the egg first?
Blood spilling out.
Cracked the egg first. Cyber cracked the egg first. That could be the whole channel. Okay? And we would still end up with 54 subscribers. Yeah, right. Like it is not anything. Like, because when you put anything in front of 2 billion people, then you can cover yourself in fucking mayonnaise and you'll get views.
True. You could dance with a pig and a parrot and a fucking keep feeding it and play the same song over and over again until it's in your head.
Not even another song.
No.
One
just
song.
Same song. Born to be alive, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
Born to fucking be alive, and that is it.
If you think,
if you want to get stuck in that meme, you get
us
stuck
making
in
a cool
that meme, and I guarantee you'll get seen. Is that it? Get
unspeakable
stuck in
thing,
the meme, be seen.
keep making the content.
Yes.
Right? Because you're not egoing out and then going, no one saw me, I got 2 views, what do I do? Do I need to masturbate live on stream?
Don't worry, but I've seen from the drop down from having 60,000 views on one fucking video to deleting it and then being reduced back down to, 18,000 views. Like, I've seen the difference in the behaviour. Yeah. Like, I get the difference in behaviour between having that many views versus not having that many views. Yeah, and so it's not that Real Talk is Cheap is like crappest of content, but it's it doesn't have to be, it's not right to think that it's better than being alive and a pig, or mayonnaise man or anything. Yeah, that's right. It's just that if you stick to the niche that you're in, and then eventually you stick to the thing you're in, when it becomes interesting, then they'll pick it up. No, it's probably always interesting. It's that you're rotating content in shorts through thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people and thousands and more and thousands and thousands and more, and now thousands and thousands and thousands, one clicks on it. Yeah. Right? And then another thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, and one person clicks on it. Provide for you in the basic. Maybe Pigman, you don't know. I don't know. I've never looked at. I've never gone to his profile. Well, I have some other. Have you ever gone to his profile? Have you liked it? Have you followed him? No. No, I haven't followed him. I haven't liked him. What's the point? I've seen the videos. Yeah. So I've never even touched that. I've laughed at it. I've put a little laugh emoji. Yeah. I've shared it. I thought it was amusing. I've never hit the heart. I've never commented. I've never gone to his thing. I don't know his story. No. Right? None of that. But what the algorithm does not... The guy could have had cancer. Maybe he does. And he could be a reformed, heroin addict. Who knows? And he's just loving life now, like he's on the program. Who knows? But fully on the program, bud. But what you do know is this, is that after thousands and thousands and thousands of people seeing it, and then one person clicking on it, that the algorithm behind it has a slightly better idea of who to show it to. And then after thousands and thousands of more views, it has us, and one more person likes it or follows, right? Depending on how the algorithm... Then it has a slightly better idea. And so then over years and years
and years of consistent fucking content, whether you're feeding a fucking pig mash every day to the same song, you will steadily but surely, one, the algorithm will get to know who wants to see the pig mash eater. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's it. It doesn't matter. Like, and in 8 billion people, there will be enough people who want to listen to people talk about the unspeakable stuff and, you know, riff on weird things, or be the pig guy or whatever, right? And so it's not. I am not special. Like, you're not special. Like, the things that we talk about, other people think about, and maybe our thing is that we talk about them or we riff on them in certain ways that other people wouldn't do. Maybe that's our thing.
Give them a bit of grief,
I mean,
but
that
we
is the
still
whole
love
purpose
them.
of the thing.
We give them a bit of grief, but we still love them, bro. No, I mean,
who's that?
I mean, you know, the content providers, you know, the things that make us laugh. We throw a bit of our own spin on it, you know.
Well, I'm not doing commentary videos on other people's content.
No, but I am, you know, actively involved in the fucking news cycle, you know, forced to while I'm driving around doing my gerb, you know. So it's sort of, I get to riff on it because I'm influenced by it all day. Like, that's the way I see it, right?
That's the news cycle. I'm hearing that, but still, I'm just being really clear, man. Like that, like we don't. There's no magic occurring. You know, it is literally Kerry Packer who said,
drilling. That's it.
If you stay in business, you will make money. It's the stupidest, like, you know, obvious statement to say. It's like, did you even try? But it's true. Like, he is saying the truth. Like,
well, failure isn't an option. You know, it's a selection.
It is a selection. Yeah.
Yeah. You select to be a failure. Okay. You're not automatically born a failure. All right. You slowly over a period of your life and take all the negativity in and continue gathering it until it, you know, it's really bitter, and then it, you know, starts to distort your worldview, and then you know, move into that part where everybody hates you, and then the world hates you, and you know, and then you can't hold a job, or you can't function normally with other people because everyone hates you and everyone's against you.
Oh yeah.
You know, the world of pain, as they call it. You deliver yourself your own world of pain through your belief that everybody hates you.
Oh yeah, you're tripping, like, as in,
yeah. And someone like that's unrecoverable because, again, you need to be in a position where you realise that, you know, the only reason you're really here is because someone loved you. You know, if someone didn't love you, then you wouldn't be here.
Wow.
You wouldn't get to experience it. Like, there would have been other possibilities that would have been taken, which wouldn't have allowed you to have the experience.
Okay, my life experience finds that a little challenging. I'm not going to just cast out what you've said, all right? But my life experience doesn't feel like that's true. And so I'm going to try and sort of work out, like, how that plugs into my life experience. And I feel like, in a sense, like, well, what I've been told, even though there was, you know, like tried to kill both of us before I was born, and various, you know, the various traumas and so forth.
The angry parts of the first existence,
Yeah, but one thing I was also told, like, besides that, oh, you know, I was going to die, you know, kill myself and kill you with me, then is as a consequence, is I decided not to give you up at birth because I realized at that point that it was important for you to know your heritage. And if you lost that, it would be even more confusing for you because you wouldn't even know why. And mate, to be straight up, in my life, the amount of racism I've caught.
Oh, man, I imagine it's been, you know,
my mother was
insurmountable.
My mother was right because I would have been copying racism and I wouldn't have known. Like, I wouldn't have been able to stand in something and go, like, I'm actually, like, you know, Papua New Guinean, fucking Malaysian, like this hybridized person. Like, it was when someone's calling Mexican, you know, you fucking dirty Mexican cunt. Like, you know, I would have.
I don't know where they get that from.
I've been called Chinese, like, man. I've been abused on the street for being Chinese. Like, I don't even understand.
As a ridiculous. Particular
in Harvey Bay, growing up in Queensland,
I got called Chinaman, and that was just because my eyes were squinty because I needed fucking glasses.
There you go. Yeah, I was called Mexican because I had a darker skin in you know, small town Queensland. Like, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, fucking Mexican.
Yeah, thieving people and whatever, like the 8-year-old and 10-year-old apparently. You know, holding up fucking shops. But anyhow,
it's all Castro's problem. It's all Castro's fault. All right, that's the reason why you're a dirty Mexican.
When a police officer was accusing me of being Mexican and robbing me, right, I would have had no structure underpinning that if my mother hadn't kept me. Yeah. Because I would have been, I would just simply, I was like thinking to myself, but I'm not Mexican. At least I had that. Yeah. So in a sense, I'm going to go with you. Like, that there was a sense of love in that way.
Well, she allowed you an opportunity sign.
Yeah, she did.
Come on.
Because if I didn't have that, I really would have had fucking
level of that
nothing,
whole, you know, you're brought into this world to, you know, whatever it is you need to achieve. You were given the chance to do it, weren't you? Like, you got to be thankful. You got to be thankful she didn't decide to just go, I'm out of here.
Well, she did. She was fucking rescued after being dead. So that doesn't work. That doesn't count.
Well,
right?
I'm sorry, bro. Like, yeah, you were born dead. Like you always said, man. You were born dead, bro. That's why you got a different perspective over all this, you know, the rhetoric and the bullshit side.
However, even though I was born dead, I was actually born dead, right? So being...
All I had to do was, to be a spaceship was absorb my own, fucking sibling,
Yep.
That's all I had to do.
Yep. Battle it out. Yeah, you're in combat zone.
I became the protector. The selection was made, and rather than the suffering, I would be the protector, and I would be the one that took the brunt of it. Yeah, there you go.
I like that.
And I decided to be the hard ass that would be the armour that encased the love. You know what I mean? Like
armour that encased the love.
The love. That's right. Became the solid sphere around the love.
The fuck is this stupid fucking thing doing? Where am I
there's an insight to being a spaceship.
I've had to settle out.
Because what was the thing I've been dropping lately? Like heaven is to space as to spaceships are to ... That's my latest little drop, and I've been doing it as a meme.
But I just wanted to say I can contextualise a sense of care and underpinning that like thoughtfulness or love, various forms of like universal love, not maybe like intimate or like knowing love or anything like that, but where the person made a choice, that's my mother, to not foster me out, to not adopt me out, so that I can have this knowledge. And if she had adopted me out, even let's say that family...
Make you independent.
Well, even if that family was loving more and had more resources, and there was a mother and a father and all these other kind of contextual things, and maybe they helped me go to uni. So we put all of those nice things in.
But a lot of times, if you look at that data, right side, that data shows you a softness. Like that person, the thing that they're, the cotton wool syndrome is a thing. Like you will create the...
Yeah, I'm anti-cotton wool.
The fallacy. No, you got it.
Yes, I'm anti-cotton wool.
It was like that meme I sent you, man. Get kids used to taxes. When you buy them an ice cream, take fucking 30% of it and go, there it is. That's welcome to the real world. There's the tax. Daddy took fucking 30% of your ice cream. Welcome to learning taxes.
I didn't really think that was funny.
No, it wasn't funny. It was.
Well, I didn't think it was real.
It was very real.
No, I didn't think so.
You didn't?
No.
It'd be more like 15% or something.
No, it's just. I get it. I get what it's trying to say, but functionally, that's
it'd be like Bloodbath's father keeping the book, mate.
But that isn't actually.
What's that about?
Hang on, don't just jump. No, just because I disagree, if you don't jump away like a coward.
Sorry. No, I won't. Okay, let's stay on topic.
So the thing what I found like a bit like lame about that was like, is like that the child didn't actually earn the ice cream. So if we're talking about taxes, so what did the child? First of all, the child had to do something to get the ice cream.
Yeah.
And an actual tax wouldn't be.
And then
missed.
once they bought it with their own money, then take the 30%.
But still not. That's not taxes. No, that's still not taxes. That's theft.
Okay. Right. Because they've earned it and you're not the government.
No, because if you're an employee, what tax actually is you don't get to buy the fucking ice cream, right? What happens is you get the $5, they get so you give the child the money, then when they went to buy the ice cream, you would take the money away from them before they could get it. And you then say to them, you're going to have to work an extra 30 minutes to get the ice cream. But I just think, but that's tax. That's how tax works.
Hang on.
But you just said I could work an hour and I mathed it out in an hour was $6 and then I'd be able to buy the ice cream. Hang on. No. Well, what are you going to do with the money?
You forgot about
business. None.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Nanya.
Because
the thing is, like, you don't steal the ice cream. They don't steal your ice cream. It's not like you go out and you buy the thing and then you fucking get half your Skittles taken. That doesn't actually happen. That's not what tax is.
No, I know.
You buy the whole packet, you get the whole packet. What happens is you have to work longer than you imagined for the fucking packet of Skittles.
It's double the price for the packet.
That's right.
Because you're paying them to have the packet and the price of the packet.
And so I would prefer it, like, as opposed to the meme-worthy joke version that isn't really real and it's kind of actually stealing from your child and a bit stupid. Is that what you do is, and if you
I'm holding up the R card. That's it.
Is that for every kind of task you would ask your child to do the dishes. Right? Well, if you hire a dishie and they say they're like, I don't actually believe in paying people under 18 less money. Like, they're washing the same amount of fucking dishes. They should be earning the same amount of fucking money. That's slavery. That's a form of slavery.
Oh, come on, let's put an end to modern slavery.
It's fucking slavery, child slavery.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, come on. If you're an apprentice and it's
you're doing someone's job and it's worth that much, that's how much you get paid for.
That's how much it's worth.
That's right.
Right. Yeah. It's not like, somehow you're younger. Like, if I'm younger, then
it doesn't matter. You're doing that job.
Do I go into the shop? Do I go into the shop and they're like, you're younger, here, you can have like milk for fucking 30% off? That isn't how it works.
No, you don't get youngster discount. Seniors might, but you don't get no fucking youngster discount.
No.
Nil. Yeah. So you're the abuse, modern slaves.
The modern abuse, right? So what you want to do is actually show your child and you go, no, okay, well, dishes are $25 an hour. If it takes a quarter late, so you get $6.25 because you did 15 minutes worth of dishes, and you pay them the full amount. You pay them adult wages.
That's right.
And you're like,
make them feel like adults. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't make them feel like abused children. Make them feel like adults.
And so when they are, then they know what it is like to be treated properly.
Yes.
As opposed to abused. Because parents actually teach their children to be underpaid and abused.
That's right.
It's stupid.
Man, it's a continuing message through time. So.
And with my own 2 children, I fought for that and never got it approved by the mother. Ever.
Of course not.
Oh, I don't understand how you do that. But then, and it's just like,
no.
It's so simple.
If you're unwilling to do it and you're trying to palm it off to your kids, they get what you would fucking pay for it. Yeah.
And the parent argument from that is, but I can't afford to give them that money. How do they pay their rent?
Well, then you do it.
No. How do you? No. At the moment, let's say for your son, before he had his own money. Okay. How did the food appear? You paid for it. Who's paying for his room in your rental house? You are, right? So instead of you're already paying for all the things. Yeah, but instead of doing that, you go, well, you need to earn.
Reclaiming one more time, you know?
You need to earn. You need to earn $150 a week to pay for your room. Oh, how do I do that? Well, at $25 an hour, you have to do 8 hours work, or whatever it is. I'm just making quick numbers up, right? That's $200. Like, so at $25 an hour,
cleaning is good to start with. Like, if you have to
200. So that's
money.
$200. If you think about a kid,
is a great way
rent,
of earning money.
Food, some basics, just the basics and the stuff, right?
It covers
Let's say
stuff.
it's $200.
That's right.
That's 8 hours at $25, right? It's like an hour of chores a day. Weekend rates. I don't personally believe in weekend rates, but weekend rates will double it. You know what I mean? So you can do the lawn and shit in the weekend.
Price to be fair. That's right.
Yeah, right. So that's how it goes. I don't personally agree with weekend rates.
I am working on Friday part 2 for nothing, or part 3 for nothing.
Even though that's my model, I understand that that's how the world's geared. And 8 hours, well, and if you work on the weekend and you mow the lawn and you do something, you're getting double time. Your $200 is like in 6 hours. So around and what do? You washed your clothes, you took the rubbish out, did some dishes.
Half the shit X generation were taught just to be independent.
You're
being independent, but you
get
paid for it.
That's right. All day.
Yeah. Oh, exactly, man. I come home, I'm fucking exhausted. I don't demand the old BJ and a steak, but the steak would be nice.
So it's quite easy if you pay a child actual hourly rates from your money, that the money you're actually paying for them to live in your fucking house.
It's still in house.
It's still in house. You would literally give them the money, right?
Yep.
And then they would give you the money, and it's like giving the money back, but it's the whole process, right?
Yeah.
And they value the thing, and then they're not sitting there bitching at you.
Internal economy. You're creating an internal economy in your family
that they can understand, and they're not bitching to you about, I want the thing, because they understand how it works.
Yeah.
And they're like, if I want the thing,
becoming part of the
they're
process.
They're coming to you and they're like, what more can I do?
I want the upgrades.
And you're like, well, actually, I don't have. Like, we've peaked it out. We're going to have to go and seek external.
You need to outsource, buddy.
We're going to need to
outsource.
Yeah, we need to go pull in more resources now, aren't we? Right? Because now we're learning the next thing. Now we're learning the next thing.
Yeah, the skills required to do the tapping outside.
I want the fucking ice cream, and you took 30% of the ice cream, and that's tax. Get fucked. That's the stupid way. That's because that's a punishment way that doesn't work right. That's what I think. And I think all parents should be doing that. It's not even like and we have this whole concept of competency-based training, you know, where you got level 1 through level 5, you know, certificate 1, 2, 3, whatever you've got your 5 fucking levels of, do you know how to do the task? You know, first one, can you follow a single instruction? You know, second level, can you follow a series of instructions, you know, after you've been given them? Level 3, can you complete like tasks independently without being told a series of instructions? Like, it's a fucking pretty simple series of steps. And so with each one of those skill types, literally like job types, because they're fucking, you can go and get cert training in washing fucking dishes, you know, folding fucking hospitality type ones, working in fucking hotels.
You can gather it up pretty quickly.
You can gather that in the home. And the point of that is also, like, instead of like continually harping on your child about their goddamn teeth, they can look on a board and see that they've actually attained competency. That's why you don't fucking talk to them about it anymore. Can you instruct another person how to brush their teeth, right? You've fucking got a trainer or assessor nearly on fucking toothbrushing. How qualified are you?
That's right. Specialties.
So the structures that we give to adults, we just need to apply them for children.
You know, they don't need to lose their childhood and their enjoying stuff. No. But they need to be treated fairly.
Yes, they need to be treated fairly.
There you go, son.
And when they start going, and at school, well, going to school is a job.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
And in that same way, if you're at the 6 hours, well, you know, that covers part. That's covering.
I don't get why the government isn't paying them to be there, like as if they were in a job.
Yeah, and in that way, like, you start to offset.
I know schools,
it's like,
free in some circumstances and pay brackets, but
if you wanted to do your kids,
would that be ultimate motivation for them? Like, would they want to do it if they knew they were getting paid, and then they could also contribute to the economy themselves in the
with school? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if that would really.
Well, I mean, the same thing would apply with an employer. Like, if you weren't there, you wouldn't get paid. Like, the motivation would be the coin. Like, if you want the coin, then you be there.
Yeah, and that would be good. And I think internally, and realistically, since they're becoming like an asset for the nation, then it's reasonable to pay them to learn, to become a valuable asset.
Rather than charging them, which is to me is like, and I mean, it could be tweaked to be the things that are necessary. Like, if you want to do the things that are necessary, then you get the points and obviously the coin. But if it was something that wasn't necessary, then maybe you might have to contribute to do that. If that was your, the thing that you liked and that you felt that you were more inclined to do, and whether it be the underwater basket weaving or the,
I think you find like a lot of underwater basket weaving would come later on then.
Yeah, well, it would, because then that would become a necessity later on down the track.
But also, I mean, not just in that regard, but like how you would, because you're already being trained from a very young age into that you need to actually do shit to survive. survive, not just sit around.
That's right. Your purpose isn't just being here.
Yeah,
That's
the chances are some kind of like entitlement because like you breathe air.
And doing something that gives you gratification in the learnings. That's what it is to me.
I think it's unlikely. I think that the underwater basket weaving would come, but I think it would come a little later for the person.
Yeah,
it's like, well,
when the tides are a little higher, perhaps.
Not, I mean, in time. I mean, in the human age, like that, where as opposed to like going, oh, I did nothing my whole childhood, and I just sat around, and now I want to just like paint little fucking poems.
Absorb all this information.
I'm a poet. I'm not having to be a poet. Like I'm a poet. I just fucking do.
Man, we're all poets in heart. Some of us do something about it. Some of us don't.
But it is unlikely that you would come to the conclusion as a 17-year-old or whatever that you then wanted to be a poet so much, because you would probably you're so then trained into like doing things that once you'd achieved some kind of structure for yourself, you would then go, in my spare time, I'm now going to do the thing. So it's not like you would steal creativity from people, but rather it would start to, if it had zero value, like zero kind of real survival value, like I don't know, maybe underwater basket weaving actually has a value. But
well, it could be.
Could be. I'm not sure.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, interesting kind of baskets that might be possible to make in like a low G environment underwater. Like it could be interesting,
But well, you wouldn't have to, work the material, and the water would also, the salt water would also be, if it was salt, of course, would be aiding in its ability to be more flexible.
It would.
Like it'd be moistening the fibres.
The moistenings.
The moistenings of the fibres. That's right.
No, I'm seeing the moistening. Yeah.
As he who loves the rain, I love the word moist. It's important.
It is.
It's a trigger word on the old.
We live in a wet world.
I know we do live in a wet world, man. Half of it's on fire, the other half's flooding.
Well, some of it's got to evaporate, some of it's got to turn to ice, and in the middle is flood. Like it's like
if they're controlling the weather, if they're controlling the weather side, then it's definitely their fault. All right, okay. It's not our fault.
Don't disown.
Yeah, sorry. If we're controlling the weather, if we're controlling the weather unilaterally, then it's our duty as the responsible weather controllers to distribute the weather appropriately.
You know that I like to like have collective ownership of things, because it removes the nature of conspiracy.
I can do the hive mind, in an instant, right? It's been
we
very
are the
easy for a long
conspiracy,
time.
man. We are the conspiracy.
Self-generating
conspiracy. Yeah, it's not.
It's the way it's meant to be. It's the Keck way, right? Okay, don't get confused. It's Keck all the way. Yeah, we love the frogs, and we're missing them. We want to see more frogs.
More frogs.
The Keckians.
I just had to do that there. That was like
you did. It was good. I had to add to it, bro. It was necessary. All part of the function.
Yeah, I had an interesting moment on Thursday night. So I went to see a movie.
Please share.
Well, the movie I went to see was Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. That's not entirely important to the story, but I'm just going to drop it in there.
And we, you keep buttering me up. It's like me trying to get you to watch something.
It rarely works. But
I know.
But because we watch different things, somewhat.
Yeah, we do. We have different tastes. True. And I'm glad we do, because it allows us to compare.
It does. I mean,
it does, man. Come on.
I'm actually struggling to watch all of the anime I've selected this season. Like, I'm struggling. Like,
I've just been absorbing.
I've got heaps, but there's just more. There's so much good stuff.
My latest has been just good. I've just been pulling in some old stuff, like from 2022, and just catching up, because I was so far behind.
Oh yeah.
Like I felt like cranky grandpa, because he hasn't been getting his anime feel. Born and raised on cartoons, I want my animes.
Needs.
Not wants. Needs.
Yeah.
Simple man, simple needs, simple spaceship. Just here for reconnaissance. I am a science vessel. I'm not a weapons vessel. Like I create some barriers and stuff to
Can you just quickly check for me,
self-preservation.
How long have you got to build your Statue of Liberty?
I'm getting close, man. I don't know.
Under 7 or what?
Hang on, let me check.
Shall I leave it to you?
Let me go through the towns. Let me do the town
That's
cycle.
Teo.
Teo, is it? Hang on. Up to Teo. 5 turns.
I'll leave it then.
All right.
I'll build the Opera House just across the road from it. That's kind of fun.
You get the coin swap. So yeah, if you see things like that, if I'm building a wonder and you're trying to, but that'll be cool, man, because we'll get the UN. Oosh.
So yeah, I went to so I was sitting in a Starbucks. Good things happen in Starbucks.
Oh, they always do. Yeah, good things start in a Starbucks.
Good. Well,
there you go.
Well said. All right, so
coffee and deals we've already discussed many times. Hey,
coffee and deals. Yes,
coffee and deals, man.
That was a bit weird. So I'm sitting there, I got my headphones in, I'm on a laptop, I'm doing some work. These two guys sit down near me. And because my headphones are with maximum noise cancelling, it's kind of good, but it actually kind of lets voices in.
Yeah, because you're cancelling out the normal sound and then focusing on the voice sound,
Just keeping that clear. So the guy kind of facing sort of towards my left ear, I can hear, and the guy facing towards him, I can't really hear, So I don't really
you're getting a bit of a one-sided conversation.
A little bit one-sided, and it's fine, right? So,
but you're able to pick it up by what they're talking about.
So the loose idea I get is that they're having the guy facing me, he is kind of the person asking the questions.
Yep.
And the person facing away from me is the guy
The
giving the
inquirer,
answers.
as we call him.
Yeah, the inquirer versus the answerer or something like that.
Or the respondent.
The respondent. Chats like they're doing his thing. Right, so it's kind of weird how...
I've got a space lawyer god, so
What the
occasionally I
fuck?
will drop into the whole, legal term.
Oh, what happened there? What was that? So on the
Declaration time.
Oh, geez,
here
why
we
was
go.
that guy going there? That's wild.
Another golden age. Damn, I'm getting a few golden ages lately.
So yeah, so they're talking, and very early in the conversation.
Oh, I wish you were here. I've got to wish you were here.
yeah,
Cities
we
with
gotta
governance
complete
receive 50% of
Golden
tourism
age.
with wonders and 100% of tourism with all national parks. Star and Skies, Star and the Guy, unlocks Eureka or sell it. I'm already on
but Eurekas.
Thank you. Hey, first in space, mate. Space race.
Oh, they're unlocked automatically. Is that right?
Everyone gets it. Yeah, it's
I think that's
across the
one
board.
dedication.
All right, I'm putting in an oil plant. I finally had to succumb to generation of power.
What about an automation?
It's a 22
Gain a
already.
giant death robot in your capital.
What the giant things is going on, man? I'm sorry, a fucking 22 down there.
I think I want that.
What else we got?
XP for all air units. How many minimize accumulate two
build
more
up that special
off-world
territories.
are unlocked. No, actually, that's
builder.
probably more handy.
25.
So
Improving.
So they're talking about kind of like, there's kind of like, oh, look, I'm in this career and I'm trying to do these things. And the other guy's like, maybe he's like teaching about this finance industry a bit. So that's kind of all I kind of know, right? And I want, oh yeah. I'm still a fair way away from, oh, there it is, the giant death robot.
Productiones.
Nuclear submarines.
What do we have already? 2. Grainy would be good.
That's what I want.
Right, we got another. Actually, I'll start building a road over to that ops in Dario.
And the first thing very early in their conversation, right, so there's this guy sitting across me, and very early in the conversation, what I hear him say is, I was working for that guy, and I worked for free for him, like, over this time. Like, someone's tricked him into the sort of like the, I'll teach, I'll work for me and I'll whatever, some scam,
Yeah. And you'll get the bonus.
You get the special, yeah. And then the rest of the conversation ensues. I might just do that, actually. Hang on, what is this guy? Before I do that, I need to steal a 2. Yeah, I'm just going to bomb that because that guy's been pissing me off a bit. And so I let them continue their conversation. They're kind of like, at that moment, I kind of paid a little bit of attention, and they were like, oh, that's a bit weird. Like,
your ears pricked.
Yeah, and they could tell that my ears pricked. And they were a little bit maybe like, oh, that's this is our conversation or your conversation.
Yeah.
And I acknowledged that, and I tried my best not to pay attention. And I waited there for the whole time. Well, I was waiting for someone else. I was waiting for my daughter, and so that was fine. I was waiting, good times, and near the end, actually, my daughter had arrived, and then they're actually finishing up, and they stand up and stuff like that, and it's kind of, they're nearing the end of their story. And so I take my headphones out of my ears, and I look at them both as they're about to walk off, and I grab their attention, and I say, hey, hang on a second, and the first thing I said, because the guy who was the respondent, and said there was mainly the senior, shall we say, he was like a little bit, well, one, that he's the kind of the knowledgeable person, so who am I going to chime in, which undermines his authority and things he said potentially.
Get the authority, yeah.
Yeah, so I wasn't really trying to do that necessarily, and he, well, not at all actually. I didn't even know what he was talking about particularly, so I had nothing to really say. But I said, like, I did not overhear your conversation. I said it was mostly muffled to me. I said, but early on the piece, what I did hear was that you said you worked for free for someone. And he's like, oh yeah. And I said, I just needed to talk to you about that. And I said to him, you are to never say that again in your life. Yeah. I just, like, someone I've never met. I just said, you are never to say that again in your life.
You don't say that you work for free. You say you gained experience in working with the...
No.
Okay.
I said to him, because what you actually did was put your money into his business. Because that day...
Which is basically your time, yeah.
Well, it's not even your time. Literally your money. Like, I don't know where you live, but for me, every day that I exist costs fucking money, actually.
Of course it does.
And so if I'm not earning money on that day, and I'm giving my time across, I'm spending my money...
You're handing your money to someone else. Because that's your time, which you could be earning money. That's right.
And I still have to spend the money. Like, I didn't get to that job for free. This is a big mistake with volunteering. That volunteering is some kind of free thing. No, it's fucking not.
No, you're handing over your ability to earn.
If volunteering was free, that would mean that they would pay my rent, my food, and my travel.
Yeah, that would be true.
And then it would be free. I don't make any money. I don't make any money. Right? I don't lose any money. You should be covering
my stuff. Yeah.
I don't lose any money. So let's get this straight. And I said to him, actually, that fucking costs money. Yes, you put. I said, what was that? You said.
So really, volunteers are paying money. Yep. But they don't need to make any money, so they give
Most
away
of them
their
don't
time.
know. Most of them actually do need to make money, and they're going broke volunteering, trying to help. That's actually usually, sadly, what's actually happening, and they're being fucking ripped. Usually, sorry to say.
Self-enabling.
Yep. And these guys are like, listen to me. And I said said, mate, like this is how it is. And I said, and maybe that cost you. I said maybe that cost you. I don't know what your expenses are. $200-$300 a day. Like it's pretty easy in Sydney that your expenses are $200 a day to live here. Like that's not hard to believe if you're trying to like make like not just live in a 2.4 and eat the minimum food. You know what I mean? Like
Noodle City.
Yeah. The reality is anyway. So I hit him up and I said so do not say that you work for free. I said in fact do not even think it. And it's this guy I've never met. You are not to think that ever again in your life. You are not to say it or think it.
No such thing as free.
Yeah, there's no free.
When it's all business,
and then
you be giving your money to someone else if you're giving away your time.
And then the respondent, there's like the senior person who was giving. He just like looked at me and he was like, actually, it was more than $200 a day, maybe more like $400 a day. I'm just like, there you go. There you go. So how much did you invested $1,000 in his business?
Punch in the finances. There's a little punch in the finances, mate.
And how much did you get back for that $1,000? And then both of them just clicked into what I was saying. Hey, and I was just like, so that's why I need you to know that, and I need you to promise you'll never say that again, because that's fucking you are belittling yourself.
Yeah.
And they both came up.
If anything, say that you paid
yes.
for someone else to train you.
Yeah, at least that. At least say that. At least say that.
You paid because you did. You gave away your time. You paid your time to learn what it is to lose money.
Hi.
Call it as it is, Si. Come on.
No. Good.
That's it, man. That's the reason why this is the cheap. We call it as it is.
That is it. And this was a beautiful moment like this. And they both came as they were walking past. They both kind of got it. They really stopped. We had that intimate conversation. I reinforced it. Yeah. And then he goes, and they both came up and they both grabbed me and gave me like not a hug, but like and just put their hands on my shoulders and just thank you.
The thank you.
The thanked me.
That's it. That's the thank you without a hug.
That's right. The thank you without a hug.
The gripping version of
the gripping and the squeeze.
The gripping and the man. You've made a change in my life. I'm fucking thinking different now.
I'm thinking different.
You're thinking different.
And I was anyway, and then I just walked off and I just turned around to my daughter and
that's all it has to be.
That was it, man.
You deliver, and what you've done is you passed on a meme, and they're going to pass it on.
They're going to pass that meme.
They gripped you enough to tell you, don't worry, brother. We'll distribute this for you. We're going to kick it all the way. Because it meant something to us. We got kicked by it.
Yeah.
We started thinking. We used our brines.
The brines were done. Yeah. Happy days, man.
Oh, small ways end up. What's that song that Paul Kelly did? The from Little Things or something. Little things make big things rather than big things exterminating little things.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let me just check his face here. What do we got? It's phone. I'm going to sell.
Remember who the little boots are. There you go.
Remember who the little boots are.
Remember well who the little boots are. The reason the flag exists, the little pretty piece of fabric with the colours on it, that's the reason it exists, is because of the little boots. Not the big boots.
No.
Big boots wipe their asses with those flags.
Yeah.
The little boots are the ones that make those flags work.
Yeah.
There you go. Knowing where you stand as a pawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, how am I going to do this? I'm going to fucking survive.
Set up those categories. Easily manipulable, frequently triggered. Everything offends me,
Well,
yeah, oh, God. I'm telling you. Get a break. If it doesn't offend me at least once, it's not worth even fucking noticing.
Waste of time.
Yeah, waste of offendedness. How dare you allow me to put up my defensive barrier against nothing?
Waste.
Waste. What an absolute waste.
I love it.
I've been offended over less than this shit. I wish to speak to the manager. My name is Karen, okay?
Manager required to increase my offence level.
That's right. Yeah. Let the shouting and the unhuman behaviour begin.
Shipyard. I think it's time to. No, I'll wait. Actually,
it's important to be on the offensive. What else was on the topics list? I mean, I know that I was getting a bit overanalyzed on the Tay experience, but
that was good.
I think that was important, man. I think the reverse predatorism is very important. Like, I think it's the fact that we enforce that.
If you think that there's asymmetric warfare going on in the world,
a good defense mechanism. Like, for me, if I had a predator, not making money. I mean, milking money off them is a great way of belittling their dominance. I mean, me personally tearing their head off and flushing the disembodied head down a toilet with smashing it down until it goes through the S-bend would be far more fulfilling. But the milking of the money seems more business.
Business.
It is business, man. Seriously, true business.
Oh wow! I founded Los Angeles. That's interesting.
Special friends, Man, I love Saturday night, man. I seem to get it out. Like, I piss a lot, and that's because I'm drinking the lemon bodies. I mean, I haven't done a sponsor tonight. I don't know if I should. I might just.
Doesn't there? Jade, nice, cheap.
Super cheap.
Super cheap auto. Super cheap. I reckon.
Beyond cheap, eh? Like truly miserish. Max value, but utter misery rather than misery. Like, you know, step it up.
Step.
It's all about savings, right? If it's all about business, then it's all about savings, and we've got to think in the nature of business and the words of business. So I've been spreading this whole thing where we're never late, we're delayed.
Oh, okay.
Like using business words.
Yes.
There is no late. Like, oh, you're late to the interview. No, I'm not. I was delayed to the interview.
Delayed.
Yeah. Because that's a good business term.
I was delayed on other.
Rather than being late, it's being delayed.
Important
it sounds
business.
sounds less fuck upness. You know what I mean? Like,
I
I'm
see.
sorry, I made a
Yeah.
mistake. I wasn't making a mistake. There were things that delayed my, presence or my ability to perform function. I got some holidays up, man. I got to take some holidays. I will for my tea, because like now that everything's complete, I've been slack again. My slackness would be unparalleled in multi dimensions when it comes to just putting shit off. So like being able to ultimate procrastination would want to be one of my ultimate skills in another dimension, like the ability to procrastinate. And I feel that ultimate procrastinator in that other dimension, his procrastinations are spilling into my dimension. And if he keeps procrastinating, I'm gonna have to jump over there and just give him a what up, like a full uppercut to myself in the other dimension, just to wake this SOB up. I'm feeling annoyed at him being so complacent. No. Yeah. His complacency is annoying me.
Whose complacency?
Well, my own. Yeah. And if I can get over his complacency, I'll get over the complacency residue or the, hand-me-downs. It's the problem of having universes so close together, in a universal experiment. You get a little bit of, Passover universal reflections, as they say. So the temperature might be right, and the spark might be right, but because it's just that tiny fraction away from the source, you get that little bit of corruption happening, Good eggs, bad eggs. Yeah.
My turn.
Everybody loves oogs, don't they?
No, it hasn't my turn.
Oggy oogs. Saturday night. Game on a Saturday, which is a Friday night for America, isn't it?
Friday day.
Friday day.
No, Friday night, Saturday night. Maybe 16 hours. I don't know, like from now, 4 a.m.
I like getting the day
12,
after
10,
before
10,
they get the day before us. Like,
12 hours is 10 in the morning.
It's nice being a day ahead, like almost,
4,
in a certain aspect, because we're,
6 a.m.
time zoning and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we say that it's 1 a.m. We start at 1 a.m. in LA.
Yeah.
So there you go. Builders. I don't want to make a plantation. It's so tedious. I hate it.
Here it's it.
One of the problems with plantations is that you can't seem to do anything else but make a plantation where you need a plantation. Like where it says a plantation, you can't like destroy it and make some other kind of
user-friendly placement. Yeah.
No, it's weird.
I've just realised, have I simply search Australia? Yeah, I did. Okay, so I've still got that. I could take Australia. I haven't really grabbed Uluru or anything. Anyway, research.
Well, I used to be able to see the strength of this. What's going on? Oh, there it is, 275. I am whittling this fucker down. It's much more effort than I imagined.
Turned out to be a bit more thorn in the side than first realised. So.
Well, it's a good use of my military, though. It's getting there. Don't you worry, it's getting there. You
got to use them pawns, mate.
You do.
If you build them and they're costing you money, you best be using them. We went over this earlier, Okay, they've settled down like that. That's good. Give them a weapon and they've suddenly disappeared. I'm going to send a drone up there. I haven't built a drone yet, so I'm going to put one out. I think it's important to get as many of the actual, like even if you just build one, but one of everything, the troops.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, don't build a whole stack, but just build what you haven't built, at least one of them.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's just a weird take.
I don't really, I don't do it, but yeah, I hear you.
I like the idea of spaceport. Let's do that.
Massive defences.
All right, got the rockets going.
What I'm going to build next is some. There's these kind of
40 turns left.
2 endings of turns. Okay, cool. Unit needs orders. Combat strength incoming. I'm bringing over some. Oh, nice. Start heading inland. See what we've got going on. Next, I'm bringing over some admirals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Helping out.
Yeah, they're going to do some good work. I wonder if I can get these settlers to. What the hell? Next one.
Get that coffee.
This is about. Wait, what? This is a bit weird. So I have a troop. No, I have a settler. It needs to move, but it can't move. So I can't. It needs orders, but I'm unable to issue orders.
It's not helping. Is that what it's doing? Not helping?
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of like, no, I don't want to disband the troop. That's really extreme.
Cool. I've done that with a couple of things, like my traders. Like occasionally my trader has no route to go to. So I've then just gone, if you can't go somewhere and create a trade route, then I just delete it. Like if its function can't be accomplished, I'm happy to get rid of it because it's costing your money, Si.
The settler? I don't really want to lose a settler. It's not fair. Why can't I just end my turn either?
I don't know. Still connected?
Yeah, I can't bypass the... It's fucking stupid.
Can you press escape? Like when is escape away an option?
Yeah, just return to game.
Okay, return to game, and then you want still stuck on your turn.
Yeah, still wants to. Yeah, won't let me end my turn.
Hang on.
No, it's okay.
What do we have to?
I'll say,
3 hours and something now anyway, so.
No, there you go. I've had to delete it.
Hang on. Let me do a save anyway.
Real talk is cheap. If you made it to the end of the episode,
it is very
season
cheap.
9, episode 6. We will continue, but I'm going to end the main recording. Oh shit, it's at 4 hours. No, it's 3 hours 27. Oh jeez, no, I was looking at the wrong thing.
39, but